explosion up there.
I could come.
There it is.
Hang on, I'm not supposed to be here.
I know.
Hi.
It turns out you are.
Hi.
After all. Happy New Year.
Let me explain what has been going on. It doesn't sound like I'm being Jewish, though. I mean, I'm being Russian. I don't want people to think I'm being Jewish.
No.
Let me explain what is going on.
Go on. Oh, no, don't do that. Come on.
There's a Kink song where he does like a Jewish voice as like a tight agent.
Oh, what now?
Like a tight, money-grabbing agent.
Oh, right. I got you. Well,
I could come.
I think we know that that's not on anymore, don't we?
It made me uncomfortable when I heard it.
Oh, come here.
I could come.
I actually am not as see-through as I look until I get on camera, and then all of a sudden I just become glow in the dark. So I'm just putting a bit of, just so you can see which part of this is my face and which part is the rest of the wall. This is me.
I could come.
I can't get this.
I
So-
could come.
Here's what I mean.
I could come.
There's a lot of very excited people there in the chat tonight.
I could come.
Can we time harsh thing out for 30 seconds, please?
I could come.
Okay. Why is it saying that every time someone subscribes? Oh God, I need to turn that off.
I could come.
That's going to get
It
annoying.
is, yeah.
I don't know how you turn that
Although,
off.
Laurentium, you're very welcome.
Let's put that up there.
I
So-
could come.
That's okay. We're going to have a lot of those because we haven't been here for a couple of weeks, so I might as well just wait.
For everyone to come.
I've been working on something. Can I go and...
I could
working on
come.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, by the way,
Thanks, Barry Pickles.
I got a present for you. Aha!
Have you?
Yes, I have. Would you like a present? It's a genuine. It's a present.
Okay.
It's a great present, right? I know it's something that you want, or certainly something you wanted, right?
Okay.
Ready?
Yeah.
I'd like to hand you that Japanese
I
Christmas
could
CD.
come.
Merry Christmas.
Just in time for next Christmas. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
Thanks, finally.
I could come.
This one's like, looks like someone's...
Oh yeah, that was the display model.
Oh, well,
I
thanks.
could come.
I appreciate it.
So I've
You're going to do this through the medium of song, are you? Here we go. Strap in, guys. We're off.
So I've been working on Happy Lockdown. If we come
I
out of here a
could
little bit.
come.
Oh, that's in. There we go. That gives us a bit more. I've been working on. Can you hear us? Okay, is this on? I've been working on a musical
Oh, God.
that taps into the zeitgeist.
Yeah, we were
Which is
going
a
to...
genuine musical that I was hoping to get put on, and now I'll have to wait till after the
I
new
think the
lockdown.
timing might be a little bit off.
It's called Wuhan. It's called. Well, it was going to be called Wuhan. It's now called COVID! ! And it's about COVID in a musical, and it started. I'm working it out.
It's a work in progress.
Hang on.
I could come.
Welcome to Wuhan. We're a wonderful city, wonderful people, and the parks are so pretty. Welcome to Wuhan. Welcome to Wuhan. welcome to Wuhan.
I could come.
I'm the mayor of Wuhan,
Oh, God.
a very proud
I
man.
could come.
Everybody follows the law in Wuhan, does just as they're meant to. Nobody here causes trouble. Nobody here causes trouble. Nobody gets pissed. That's because we are Chinese communists. Welcome to Wuhan, yeah. Welcome to Wuhan. Welcome to Wuhan. It's like the opening of Les Mis. It's all like people in the streets. Welcome to Wuhan.
Hustle and bustle. Right, I can see it.
Everybody in Wuhan is a really nice guy. The ladies are so lovely. They're gonna catch your eye. But wait. What?
I could come.
There's one guy in Wuhan that we don't trust. If you see him, children, then you must avoid Barry Wang. Barry Wang. Oh shit, here comes Barry Wang. My name is Barry Wang. I'm a crazy man. I do things others would never do. I'm a bit of a fan of being outrageous, Barry Wang. Being outrageous, Barry Wang. Turning contagious, Barry Wang. What's he gonna do? Last week,
No.
I made love to a hat.
Oh, God, no.
The week before, I screwed a cat. But I need a new challenge. I need a new challenge.
Oh, God.
All right, Barry, why don't you go and have it off with a sock? Get lost. I did that when I was a kid. Here, Barry. These are all different members of the city. Here, Barry, why don't you go and do it with a brick? No. I'm never gonna do it with a brick since a brick broke my heart. I know what I'm gonna do.
No. No.
I made love to a hat. I made love to a little tiny cat. Today I'm gonna put my dick in a bat. Gonna put my dick in a bat. Gonna put my dick in a bat. What you think about that? Don't do it. I'm gonna do it. Don't do it. I'm gonna do it. Don't do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm in.
Oh, God. Okay, and scene.
We'll take a break
Yes.
for now.
Could come.
But that's
Flipping heck.
is based on a true story, guys. You're correct, and everybody in that is now dead.
I could
So
come.
that's what I've been working on. Is COVID exclamation the musical? That's just the start of it. That's just the start of it. You wait till we get to the 5G factory.
Anyway.
I'm hoping to get Piers Corbyn in it as to play Barry Wang.
I could come.
Wow.
So that's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
What have you
Amongst
done?
other things. Oh, not much in comparison. Just like Christmas and that. Bit quiet, really. Didn't really go out. Certainly didn't come up with any musicals, like highly offensive, slightly racist musicals. No.
That's your loss. Your loss. That's my pension. What you've heard there is my pension.
It's certainly the end of our careers. Yeah.
That's Barry Wang.
I could
Careers.
come.
Well, this is awkward. Oh, do this. This is awkward. So, I've had many revelations, and you will hear those revelations if you are a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, you're not going to hear them because there's adverts being played. Thank you to all the subs. Dan, M's for gifting, Ace, Pigeon, Tiny Shaw, Stephen Grace, my favourite. I always get worried if Stephen doesn't. If
he's not the first person to like one of my tweets, I know I've definitely done something wrong.
He's the premier tweet liker. He also follows some very interesting people on Twitter.
Nudie people.
Very nudie people. Very, very nudie people.
And
Daniel,
that's fine. We're all grown-ups.
They're all grown-ups. I masturbated myself last night. You didn't need to know. Melanie Masson is here. My sister is here.
She's just come in just for that.
You know who Melanie Masson is?
Yeah, I do.
Who?
She is. She used to be a singer in your band, and she was on television. She's excellent.
That's right. She used to be the singer.
Flame-headed songstress, Melanie Masson.
She used to be the singer in my band.
Or were you the bassist in her band?
We didn't really do anything. We did some rehearsals, and it was a lot of fun. But she was.
I could come.
I'm not saying she was a Nazi. I'm saying she was
better than you.
Infinitely better than us. But hello, Melanie. It's lovely to see you. And she has a very nice husband who's been very supportive of this. Daniel
Forbes. That's what his name is.
I could come.
Would not like to. I was keeping that secret because it's confidential. Names, as you know, are confidential information.
You just
Bunny,
never remember them.
Thank you. Super Saint, thank you. Twitch Custard Pie, Alfie No, Awkward Pinky.
Oh.
Katie for the bits. Nikki O'Hara. M's for the bits. Paul Bowley has gifted 5 subs. This guy's no more than 5.
I've got an awkward finger.
Show him your finger.
This one.
You can't really see it at that angle.
Doesn't straighten.
So we'll show it from the side. There, that's it. There. No. Sorry, can I touch you?
Yes.
Okay.
Boop, boop, boop.
Oh, no, you're just moving it. So I've so much has happened. So many revelations. I have had so many personal revelations, and the main one is I would like to invite you into the kingdom of Jesus Christ.
I could come.
Okay, so let's do a little bit, but I don't want to do too much.
No.
Pete says, sorry, I'm here for Catherine Boyle stream. Why is there what I presume to be a man here? I would say go and work on your commas. Go and work on your punctuation is what I would say. So here's what happened. The last week, so 2 weeks ago, just over 2 weeks ago, we did the Wednesday show, and I had drugs in my house during the Wednesday show. I'd scored drugs that day. And when Catherine went, I took some drugs. And I thought, I would take, this is what I thought. I don't know if I've told you this. I would take a tiny little bit of drugs for an hour. I'm laughing, and it's because it's been horrendous, and I'm embarrassed. I would take a tiny little bit of drugs for like an hour and a half, little play around. Then I'll go to sleep. Then we'll have our works lunch. Then we'll come and do the show. And this is like about 1 o'clock in the morning. Suddenly it's midday the next day, and so I took drugs. And I don't want to keep doing this, right? And I've apologised to Catherine. I apologised to you. And then, so we kind of called off the rest of the. We just called off the rest of the run. We're going to do, at some point, we're going to turn the quiz. We have to do one more quiz because it's 6-all, and I want to turn the quiz around.
I think you should just let me have it for that. To be honest,
Get started. Doesn't know how it works. Taking advantage.
So
Pete's had that with Pringles. Exactly, Pete. Once you pop, you can't stop. But also, I've got a great joke that I want to do, because I want to do Gatford's fridge game on Gatford. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get... So it looks like...
Yeah, I get what you looks like, but oh God, really? Jeez. It's a new low, ladies and gents.
So,
stay tuned.
So
I could
a
come.
lot of things happened. I then kind of got very scared, and it was horrendous. And so I then kind of thought, right, I'm going to go to rehab. And so I went to we had Christmas. Christmas was great, and I had the boys, and we had a great time. I'm going to turn the heating off. I'm going to do it by my phone because I'm a
I
celebrity.
could come.
People are messaging me the lyrics to that, so I'm going to put my dick in a bat. Wow, did I actually say that?
You said it
That
repeatedly.
is
You
great.
said it over and over
I
again, and
could
I know you were in
come.
character, but I just can't get.
That should be respected.
That out
Can we
of
get
my
a
mind.
T-shirt made up? I'm going to put my dick in a bat. By the way, there are new TLNA merch, right? And this is designed by our good friend
I
Jeff.
could come.
Look at these. And made by our, I would say, equally as good friend Scott.
Yes.
Look at this.
But it's from the brain of our maddest child. I think between
Yeah.
us, we have 4 quite
Yeah.
unhinged children,
Yeah.
but the maddest one came up with this.
You will receive the vaccine on Tuesday. And Jeff very kindly made up some badges for the boys, which I've nicked one. I'm wearing one for Christmas, and they loved it. And I said to Scott, "Can we get this as in a T-shirt?" And so you can get these T-shirts. I've ordered mine. You will receive the vaccine on Tuesday, and I'm going to get.
He did say I'd received one on Monday because I
didn't
made
say
him a
what-
paella, but it never
Didn't say
arrived.
what Monday. And mine's coming. So, and I'm going to get him to record because he does it in that voice. You will receive the vaccine on Tuesday. And there's all that other.
I mean, excellent quality merch.
So did Christmas. Christmas was great, and then I went to rehab, and I went for 4 days, and I didn't like it. But I tell you why I didn't like it is because I had to. When I got there, it was Abbey Care, and the place was amazing. The place was beautiful. You see the grounds they've got. There was I had to be in isolation obviously because of the old COVIDs, and but one of the people that worked there that was allowed to take me for a walk around the grounds. I mean, flipping it, come on. And the staff there were amazing, and I was there for 4 days, and I watched the entire Yorkshire Ripper documentary series.
Oh yeah, I watched that. Did you think it added anything? I didn't.
Do you know the thing I didn't like about it? The title.
Yeah.
The title, and apparently they'd said to one of the kids,
Yeah, the son.
the son, that he wouldn't be called, that they wouldn't use that phrase, or certainly wouldn't sell the show on that phrase. It was called something else.
Yeah.
And then they called it Ripper, and I thought that was cheap.
I think the point was the families and the survivors, there were some survivors,
Yeah.
didn't want it to be about him and,
And I don't think it was. I
No.
think it was more about the victims.
it was about the victims, but it was also about some of the flipping staggering assumptions that were made about the victims that could have stopped people being killed.
It wasn't just assumptions. It was
I could
bending the
come.
facts and cutting out facts that
yeah.
didn't fit into their narrative.
So,
They're all sex workers.
Yeah,
This was the thing.
which meant that they
Loose
didn't.
women.
But also, there
As
were
a Jamaican boyfriend. Jeez.
But there were also young girls who'd come forward before having been attacked, and they were not
14
taken as seriously. And they would. Also, the system they used, they were using little flipping cards and things. I knew this because when I was at journalism college, I did crime specialism at journalism college, and they told us about this system called Holmes, which was brought in as a result of the flipping botched job that was done with the Yorkshire Ripper, because coppers were taking these cards out, and it was like a sort of Rolodex thing, and putting them back in, but there was no cross-referencing.
Yeah.
So he was spoken to on numerous occasions, but
9
didn't
times he was
realise.
spoken to. 9 times. I used to love a bit of true crime.
Yeah.
I used to love, but I'm going off it now because I'm older and I've got kids and I don't need that darkness in my life. But I watched that anyway. So I was Abbey Care. It's a great place. It was a great place. But while I was there, I was doing a lot of thinking and a lot of speaking to people in recovery and a lot of writing and a lot of praying. And I got very depressed there because I I had worked out. I don't want to go into this too much, but we're going into it quite a bit. I had worked out what I needed to do to stay clean. I worked out two key things. Two key things have been the problem, and there are others, but it's two key things. And so I left after 4 days, and it was a really tough decision because most people were saying, "Oh, you should stay. This is going to be the making of you. This is a great opportunity. Stay." And so I felt, and it was really tough making the decision against what the majority of people were suggesting to me. And so I left, and it was awful. When as soon as I got out, I pulled into the first lay-by and I howled. I howled like when my dad had died. It was animal. And then I came home. It was totally the right thing to do. But again, Abbey Care, what a place! And they're still sponsoring us, and I have nothing but praise for them. I got a roast dinner on a Wednesday night, and it was all right. Roasts in the week can be a little bit ropey. This was a great roast dinner.
Well, here's the thing. I sent you a cheese hamper, but it arrived today, so I said they could keep it.
You're joking?
No.
Oh,
I didn't think you'd want it. I didn't think you'd want it.
Had you smuggled drugs in it?
No, I hadn't.
Well,
I put a note in it saying, "Hang in there, champ." And in retrospect, I don't feel like I said any of the right things at the right times. So I
got very angry. And then I did take some of it out on you. We had a big old row. And anyway, so I came home, and it was totally the right thing to do. And I mean, what do you want to know? So there's stuff that I need to do to stop taking drugs, and here's the thing: when you say you're checking out of rehab early. You're discharging yourself, and you have to sign yourself out. You take your car keys, and they search your bags and all of that stuff. Here's something I will warn you. Take coffee up your bum, because they won't let you have coffee.
Well, back to the cheese hamper, and I don't want to rub it in. It was a nice one. It came with a red onion relish, and I
could have made coffee out of that.
Cleared it with the staff beforehand, but Paul said, "It's called Boddington's. It's not got Boddington's in it, has it?" And I went, "I don't think so. I've checked all the ingredients." I had to get in touch with the company, find out what was going on. They were just called Boddington's. It was just that where they were from. But they don't let anything get past. Nothing at all. Nothing that is even booze-like. Been anywhere near booze or caffeine. It turns out.
Here's the thing. Here's what I want to say about Abbey Care. It is an amazing place. I can now tell you what it's like. I didn't get to see all of the building because I was in lockdown. It was isolation. But it's an amazing place. And I met, in terms of the staff, this wonderful woman called Charlotte, who was so delightful. Everyone else there was going, Colin and Andy and all these people, but she was like she was on point. And she kept wanting to help me with my back because she was a yoga practitioner. And I was going, I know what to do with my back. It's fine. So it's a great place. It wasn't for me at that time. So I've been back. So I'm like a couple of weeks clean and sober, and I know what I need to do, and I don't know if the news tonight will change that. The thing I need to do, the thing I haven't done since thank you, the end of February, and this is quite boring. We're going to get into some fun stuff. We got the Goose Game and Make Slough Happy Part 2. All right, we got some big stuff. The thing I need to do is I need to go to physical, face-to-face AA and NA meetings. And I haven't done that since February or March of last year. I haven't done it. And so last night I went to my first face-to-face meeting since the end of February. And it was fucking amazing. I'm using that word deliberately there because it was amazing. It was like putting on a really comfy pair of old slippers that I thought I'd lost. And it was like being home. And it was weird because there were masks and the chairs are out, separated, and you've got to wipe down your chairs and all of that stuff.
It wasn't a nudist meeting, was it?
It wasn't. It was not. I found out too late.
Yeah.
I found out
next time.
I found out the hard way.
Right, got you.
The hard way.
Oh.
And so I went last night and it was great. And I went to one this morning, a face-to-face one. It was great. And I don't know if this new news tonight means they're going to be cancelled, and I'm not quite sure. But I paid a lot of respect to COVID, and I still pay a lot of respect to it. But I was paying more respect to COVID than I was to my addiction. And that was the wrong balance. Now, I'm not saying I'm cured. I'm not saying I'm safe. And there's also another thing as well. A lot of people, when they hear rehab, they hear cure. And that's not what it is. But so I'm not cured. I'm still a couple of weeks from my last use up, and so these are really tough times. And I'm a bit of a pink cloud at the moment, where I'm all a bit. But going to a meeting last night, it was incredible. The other thing, there's a few things that have come up. Is I had 13 years clean, then I relapsed, then I had 2.5 years, and then I've had this little run of relapses. And I have held on to the 13 years too tightly. I have considered the last 2.5 years kind of a continuation of that 13 years. And I had a lot of resentment that I never got my 14, my 15, my 16 year chips. A lot of resentment around that. And what I need to do is I need to let go of the 13 years. The 13 years happened, and that's great, and that's a huge part of my life, and I can learn a lot from it. But I need to let it go. I need to let it go, and I need to get on my knees, and not my knees. I need to get on my knees, and I need to become a newcomer again. I'm a beginner. I'm at the start. However many days, I'm gonna start as a newcomer. So that's what's happened, and that's why I'm here tonight. And I wasn't going to do this week. I was saying up until yesterday. When did I say that I wouldn't mind doing the show? Was it yesterday? Was it today?
This morning, yeah.
Okay. Well, up until today, I wasn't going to do the show.
It was when you rang me up and started with "Guess who's back."
Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
Yeah, that's
and
I was awoken this morning.
The plan was that Kath was going to do the show this week, and I was going to sit upstairs and listen to Alan Bezic and go to bed. Because one of the other things I think has played a part, is detrimental to my mental health, is my career. But that's a whole different thing for another day. And then just doing this meeting last night, and I phoned you up afterwards, and I went, "Guess who's back?"
Lucretia, no, I never found out who was back.
No,
but I'm still guessing.
We don't know. And I felt energized last night, and I felt energized this morning after doing this meeting.
It would appear that there is magic in them rooms.
Yeah, and also a big part of it for me is the physical act of driving. You know, the meeting I went to on Sunday night was about an hour and a quarter away, some distance. It's the physical act of. When I left yesterday at 6 o'clock to get to this meeting that was an hour and a quarter away, and it was chucking it down with rain, and it was cold and it was wet, and I didn't want to go out. But the fact that I put my shoes on and got in my car and drove, that is part. No, Bezic's back on the 4th. I think you'll find, Pete. So thank you. That's what he was saying before Christmas, anyway.
Do you think you'll start your show with "Guess who's back? Back again"? We still won't know.
So, going out, driving for an hour this morning, driving for 30 minutes, then driving back.
Yeah.
That's part of it.
Because you're thinking about what you're going to do and why you're going to do it and why it's important that whole time. Yeah.
So then I said to Catherine, "Look, I'm thinking maybe I might want to do the stream with you. Would you mind if I came and did the stream with you?" I
said I might permit it. But I wanted to make sure you really wanted to do it, and it wasn't you felt obliged to or anything like that. Because
no. So this is where we are now. We're doing the show now. Look at that. Look at that little boy. I feel sorry for that little boy. I don't feel sorry for that dickhead.
Hey.
But I feel sorry for that little boy. That's me. So that's where we are. And there's another. I've had so many revelations. I'll bore you with them at some point. I also think for the first time, I thought I don't want to share as much with these people as I have been.
You don't have to.
I don't have to. And I've enjoyed sharing stuff in the past. But I don't... I've shared more tonight than I was expecting to. I don't...
It's that approval thing.
I think it is. I don't want to share as much stuff with you. With you. And that's okay. That's okay. And that's okay. Well, I feel really sad saying that. Isn't that funny? Because that's what it's been for the last 8 years. That's what the act has been for the last 8 years, is doing that. And I'm thinking maybe it's time to...
It's partly because you've been bloody lonely.
Well,
and there has been this tendency that we've kind of uncovered recently to look to strangers for validation. And actually it's a validation that's not real, because where you're telling it to people who can't give you back what you want. And also, and this is with the best will in the world, you're here for a reason. You're here because you want him to give you a show and you want him to be entertaining. So it's not a proper relationship, is it? You know, you're looking for validation from someone who wants something from you.
if you're a subscriber, like I am too old to Twitch, Harry B36 and I sitting comfortably, hopefully you won't see this 2 minute of adverts I'm about to play. If you do see, you are seeing the adverts, that's unlucky.
But you know what? The important thing is that we have this conversation, and I got a bit of shit from people, dickheads, on Twitter.
I called one, because I deleted my Twitter account, I called one guy a C from the rabbit hole account.
Wow, okay.
He said, "You're a bit of a C, aren't you, sir?"
Well, some people accuse me of enabling, some people accuse me of normalising, but here's the difference, right? And I'm glad you don't understand what's been going on, because it means you not had to experience this, because it's shit, right?
I could come.
And it's hard. It's hard. If you don't... Secrecy is where it lives. Secrecy and shame, right? So I'm not normalising it, but if he's good enough to tell me stuff, I'm not going to make him feel rubbish about it. And this is the reality of it, right? This is the reality of it. So, you know, it's my friend. And if he trusts me with information, I'm not going to go, oh, you're an... Who would do that? Who would do that? That's a surefire way to send someone scuttling back into addiction. So I'm not going to do it. But I'm also not going to explain myself to dickheads who are just looking for a reason to kick me. It's true, though, isn't it? It's true. So I'm glad you don't understand it. I'm glad you don't. But there are people watching this for whom this is real life, and this is something that they're trying to get their heads around themselves, and it's lonely. It's lonely. It's lonely for the person in it, and it's lonely for the person walking alongside that person. So we're going to talk about it as much as we feel comfortable doing, and I hope you feel comfortable doing the same thing if you're ever in this situation, which I pray to God you're not. There we go.
I got shivers down my spine, which I believe would be called the feels. I had the feels.
Oh, did you?
You're the best. You're the best.
Well, you're very important to me.
I tell you who's the second best.
Go on.
It's David. Good evening, David. Oh, he bottled it. He got
and
too
that's why he'll
emotional.
only ever be second best.
He got too emotional. Couldn't handle it. Anyway, let's see if he's.
Evening.
Hey.
There he is.
Oh, haircut.
Dave's had a pre-lockdown HC. Look at that.
Get one in before, whatever the next one is. But...
You look like a new boy, Dave. I love this.
Sorry, son. Can we speak to your dad, please? The one that does the quizzes.
Yeah. With all his old records.
How you doing, mate? You all right?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Yeah, I'll be out tomorrow, like every,
Well, I don't know what that noise is, but it sounds like you're masturbating.
I'm hoping it's a fidget spinner.
Oh, we can hear it. What a terrible noise! And just see your arms going up and down like that. What was that?
Click, click, click. You don't have to tell us, Dave.
That's a fidget spinner, I think.
There we go.
Do you remember when was it with you in New York or the kids? It was you. The guy outside the
He
comic
said it was
shop.
an official Captain America fidget spinner.
There was a guy with like a fold-away table selling like superhero fidget spinners, and it was like he wanted $25. I said, "Get lost." He said, "Oh, it's official. It's official DC or whatever DC I think is DC thing." And I said, I'll give you $5 for it, and that's taking the piss.
He was quite narky, wasn't he, by the end, that guy?
He got very nice. I think I might have told him
That's the closest we ever got to a proper New York attitude.
It was like $25.
Yeah, with his flipping suitcase ready to do a runner.
When there are other people offering like normal fidget spinners, 3 for $2.
This is official merchandise. Yeah, sure it is. Sure it is.
David, how lovely to see you. Dave has been. I've been. Some people I'm in touch with, and Dave is one of those people. Pete is another one of those people. And Dave has been sending me very, very lovely texts, cheering me on.
That's what you do.
Thank you.
Well, I was in that same position 21 years ago in a clinic, and I know that it helped me in certain ways, but it was my last resort. That was, and I. It was different. It was different time, as they say. I mean, it was a time when no one had. I don't think anybody had mobile phones. Maybe they did, but it wasn't. I didn't have one for sure. So you were more cut off. Even though I was about 10 minutes drive from home, there was one communal telly, one communal CD player, snooker table. That was about it. So there was no Netflix, no internet, no mobile phones. So. It was a whole different thing. So I had to sort of grin and bear the worst bits. But, it wasn't a prison. You could walk out any time you like.
Yeah.
I've been,
And that's the weird thing. I did walk out eventually, but I could have. They did say, if you want to go, you can go.
Yeah.
I wanted to make sure I wasn't. I knew I wasn't doing it because I was going to go out and score coke straight away. It wasn't John Belushi running out of a rehab into a bar and ordering a dozen shots. I knew I wasn't going to go and score that day, but I wanted to make sure that I wasn't, because everyone was telling me this is such a great opportunity for, not everyone, most people were telling me this is such a great opportunity for you, and it was a great opportunity, but you should stay. And I just knew in my heart it wasn't right for me then. I worked out in those 4 days, so it was very useful. I worked out what I needed to do. And it came, I had 4 days in a room. I knew what I needed to do, and I worked it out. And I kind of wanted to get out and do it.
Yeah.
But
from my perspective, I was like reading as much as I could about rehab, what it's like to be in there, how you support someone who's in there, what you can expect, what kind of phone calls. And it did say that it will be traumatic for that person for the first couple of days. But it's like when it didn't seem to be getting any easier, that's when I started to wonder whether this was just standard procedure or whether indeed, it was the right thing for you. But of course, I couldn't tell you what to do.
And that's what got me annoyed, because I thought you'd be the one person that would go, well, if you want to go, and you didn't, and that's why I got angry, because you didn't say what I wanted you to say. But everyone else nearly everyone else was saying stay, and no one was countenancing. Is that the right
Go on.
word? Countenancing the possibility that maybe staying wasn't the right thing for me at that time. And again, I have to say, and we're going to do our sponsors in a bit. This Abbey Care was absolutely prima. The place, voila. I would say the beds weren't very comfy. That's what I would say. I played havoc with my back. A minor point, but the staff were great. It's a great place. Just wasn't for me at that point.
Yeah.
So you were in isolation, really, were you?
I was in isolation. And I got to see a counsellor, and I got to see a key worker, and I got to see a couple of other people whose roles I never quite worked out what they were, but they were delightful. One of them was this Charlotte lady, who was, that's why it sounded really demeaning, but this woman called Charlotte, who was they were all addicts as well, breaking any confidences there, and she was also a yoga instructor, just really calming influence. I found her. I was really sad to I really wanted to do more work with her. That's what was one of the things.
Well, you can do yoga. I found yoga really helpful.
Yeah.
Really helpful.
Yeah.
Because every day we had to do group therapy.
That's what. If I'd have gone straight into the group therapy, maybe it would have been different. But then I don't like groups. You don't like groups.
I hate it, but that sort of was one of the things which was quite good for me being there. To sort of, I remember I'll never forget the first group therapy, doing the going round introducing yourself sort of thing. Everyone was. And then this woman was getting people to pass around this photograph. She was South African, and she was explaining her, story where she lived in South Africa, and she's going around and talking about the child she'd recently had, and it was coming around this picture. And as I got it, she told us about the kid that died of cot death, and the problem she was having from that. And I suddenly went, "What am I doing here again? Why am I here when someone's got that, and I'm here because." Various reasons, agoraphobia, social anxiety, all these sort of things. There was a reason I was there, and it was a good reason, but I suddenly went, and I was with a load of people there. People were there for alcohol, drugs, all sorts of stuff, depression, suicidal tendencies, all sort of stuff. So it wasn't just one thing, but it helped. It helped. I was there for a month, so I was there for a long time, but it just helped me. A bit like we are hearing a lot at the moment about fire breaks and sort of, circuit breakers. It was that thing of it. I was living a life that was really, really comfortable, but it was really, really small. And so that helped me. I couldn't do things like sit down and eat with other people. And every day, breakfast, dinner, we had to sit down and eat in front of other people. So I couldn't do that. So it was just simple things, which gave me a bedrock when I left. So it's completely, it's completely different for other people. Other people there were just drying out, and various other things. So, but for me, it worked. But that's why, I think I told you. I just said, that's what happened to me. But it might not be. It's not for everyone, and it's not for every situation. I don't think.
I also think, if I'm going to be completely honest, and I've not said this out loud. I think I quite like the idea of going to rehab. I quite like the idea of it. I like the.
It is comfortable, yeah.
Yeah,
being institutionalized is very, very comfortable.
I certainly like the idea of being away from majority of responsibilities. I still have to sort out my fucking mortgage when I was there, but being away from the majority of responsibilities for 3 weeks, having that just taken away from me, and I just like the. I'm going to say a word that, because I can't think of a better one. It's not quite right. The romantic idea of going to rehab. I liked that. I like the romantic idea of it. It's not particularly romantic.
No. But do you mean like the idea of being looked after and having that cushion from the world?
Maybe.
We had a log fire, and we had people, whenever we wanted a drink or anything, we'd get people to get it for us. Yeah, of course you can get used to that. But luckily, it was a private moment. I mean, I've been to the NHS version, and it's much more locked down. I haven't been there, but I've been visiting other people. So it's a rather sort of luxury side of it. But no, I'm glad you're back for today, and
I'm back for today, and I have. We've not had the full conversation, but we've had the kind of brief conversation that. Well, no, I think we've had the conversation. If at any point this gets too much in the next couple of weeks,
we'll knock it on the head.
We can knock it on the head. I can knock it on the head. I would like to do some shows where you're sat this side driving it. I would like to kind of just take. I just think that might be fun to do for a little bit. Because I hate doing this bit. I don't hate it, but I can't remember what I was saying because I've just seen Amy's question. Have you ever been in prison? No, I haven't.
Have you?
Me neither. No.
They've not found us out yet.
I did shoot a man in Reno just to watch him die.
Just to watch him die. Yeah, me too. There's 2 guys in Reno. There's no reason for it.
I say at the moment, I know loads of people who've never had mental problems before, or stress or anxiety. They're going through hell. So
yeah,
I think everything's all bets are off at the moment as far as sort of what pressures people have got on themselves. And I've had crap nights, but
we haven't got the usual distractions, have we? We haven't got the usual things we can do.
I say yet again, I feel very lucky that I'm still going to be going out and working because I'm a key worker. It's always funny. I'm a key worker, and I can still go out. If I didn't, it'd probably be worse for me. But so I do feel sorry for a lot of people who've got to stick in. But
Pixel Sean says, "Do rehabs have gyms?" This one did, and they started telling me about it, and I just went, "No, you're all right." I said,
I was at a swimming pool.
Nah.
Yeah,
ours had a hot tub, but you couldn't use the hot tub because of COVID. And if you wanted to use the gym, you had to book it. And I said, Nah. What else you got? I don't need to tell me about that.
I guess some people need encouraging to take care of themselves in whatever form that is.
Do you want to thank the last person who just subbed?
The last person that just subbed. Cock Bonjo.
That's not Bonjo.
I know. I'm just trying not to say cock bongo.
Pete's staring it on. Pete says, not a scientific poll, but I did ask, are you struggling on Twitter the other day? Of the 200 odd people who voted, about 2/3 said they were. That's because they're following you, Pete. That shows some kind of, slip in the night.
For Pete, that's a Doctor Who fidget spinner.
Well, Pete must be down because Jodie Foster is leaving Doctor Who.
Jodie Foster. Yeah, but they said that, and then I read the article, and it said that a lot of them leave after 3.
She's leaving. But apparently everyone wants the black guy to leave.
Right. Why? Racist?
He's left.
Yeah. Sorry?
He's already left.
I've not watched it.
Him and Bradley Walsh, they're gone, yeah.
Yeah. Not Jodie Foster, Jodie Marsh. Jodie Marsh.
No, not Jodie Marsh.
Yeah.
John Bishop.
They're getting John Bishop in.
Flipping heck, man.
Bradley Walsh is, regenerated into John Bishop.
Jesus, John Bishop.
Good grief.
Yeah.
Jodie Marsh is definitely going, Pete. You heard it here first. You heard it here.
I'd like to see Jodie Marsh as the Doctor.
Yeah.
It should be excellent.
In the bullet belt. I've touched that bullet belt.
Have you?
They asked me when I was at Did Come Dine. It was just left out for us.
Oh, I wonder
and
why.
They asked me to try it on. I went no. They said, go on, put it on. I said, oh, fuck, no. And they saw there was going to be no leeway, so they gave it to Lembit. I think he put it on.
Yeah, he would.
Put it on under his clothes.
Dave, was there a point to this call? Because we got a lot to get through tonight.
No, just wanted to say hello and
Thank
nice
you,
to see you back.
Thank you, buddy. Nice to see you. Take care. 0203 286 637. No, this is the only phone-in show on Twitch. Oh, I've lost the...
What you doing?
Where's the Alpha Sync logo disappears? Is that funny? It just disappears. It should be there. I'll have to do it again. Coming to the end of the Alpha Sync thing. So that's where we are. Mm-hmm. That's where we are. I will not be using drugs today.
I won't, probably. No, I won't.
Well, I won't today. And then tomorrow I'll do a new deal with myself. I do a deal with myself every day. And today's deal is I won't use drugs. And
I could come.
I started a jigsaw puzzle again for the first time in 8. In fact, the jigsaw puzzle that I bought at the beginning of the last lockdown. And I started that today. I was up because we had to go up at 7. That was another thing. We had to go up at 7. And so I'm still in the mode of getting up at 7. That will change very, very shortly. Hello, caller. Hello, 3161. Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
There we go.
Hello? Is that Iain?
Yes.
Yeah, hang on a minute. It's, oh, hang on.
Okay.
Are you still there?
I am, for now.
Hello?
Hello there.
Hello? Yeah, I was just wondering how you got on with Gurney Slade, the DVD.
Oh, well, Gurney Slade was in my stocking from Santa, so thank you, Santa.
I can barely hear you. I don't know what's wrong with it.
Oh, hang on a minute. I bet he's changed the settings again. Hang on a minute.
I'll tell you what, I'll ring you back. I'll ring you back.
Okay.
I've got you. I'll ring you back in a couple of minutes because I can't hear what you're
saying. No, hang on. You should be able to hear us now.
I can't hear anything.
Can you hear us now?
Hang on.
Can you hear us now? Because it was on the wrong... I don't know why it does that. It automatically goes to the wrong thing. All right, give us a call back. What? It automatically switches to the wrong mic. That's interesting. I have to bear that in mind. Okay. You wait till we do something on Zoom. It does something weird on Zoom.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
What, new? It was always doing weird things on Zoom. Yeah, it does a
weird thing on Zoom. It makes us go narrow.
Okay.
I don't know why. I've fiddled.
I could probably do that on Friday when I've had my my dental surgery because I'm going to be like a chipmunk.
Oh, Gatford.
Hello, Bossette.
Ah, Gaz.
Is Bossette even a word?
I mean, it is now.
Boss it when they were that band, weren't they? And she died.
She did.
Bang it like a head drum.
He lived.
He lived.
Can I say, that is a bold colour choice on you, boss. But I like it.
It's working, isn't it?
My sister said this. I bought this shirt. I bought this shirt before Christmas. I bought it because I had to go to Henny's to get some stuff for the boys, and I thought I'll have a quick look. And I bought this. It's $8.99. It's a bit tight. It's XL. It's a bit tight. And I thought, this looked great on me. And then I took a picture of me wearing it, and I said to my sister, she went, "Well, that's a bold colour choice. But you pull it off. You're carrying it. But is it?"
Well, you know what I'm like. I'm always in the dressing up box, so there's no such thing as a bold colour choice. But
I love your shirt.
Thanks very much.
Cowgirl.
I've had it a while. It's got the Western back as well. Look, it's got it goes all the way around. Yeah, I love this shirt.
Yeah, what it is that it doesn't. It's not your usual. It doesn't match your skin tone and your hair, but I like it.
Well,
and what am I doing differently for the first time?
You're not playing with the microphone as much, and you've got your top button done up.
Got my top button done up. I'm doing it for effect, and it looks good, doesn't it?
yeah, like a hipster.
I always knew this would look good on me.
You don't need a tie. You need one of those things that cowboys have, like dangled down a bit.
Oh well, I like those. The string the string
shoelace
ties.
tie, yeah.
But then again, if you watch that Yorkshire Ripper thing, he wore those a lot, and it's really taken the edge off.
I don't think that
for
makes
me.
you murder, but they certainly did a lot of killing in the Wild
It's
West.
really
so
taken the edge off for me. Those things.
I like the fact that you're going more for colours because you've always been quite conservative when it comes to your colour choices, and I like you in red and stuff.
I got a 40% off voucher at Gap. I think I'm going to buy some shirts and I'm going to chuck a load of stuff away. Hello, Wally.
Do you know what?
Chuck a load of stuff away.
Go for it, everyone.
Yeah.
Swear it's only clothes.
Do it.
It's only clothes. Don't matter.
Do a night each week where you show off your new clothes.
I've got a new jacket. I'm going to show you. I got a back massager. I've got a wrestling mask. There's not even jokes. The presents from her.
A wrestling mask.
Yeah.
Me and my boys like to wrestle.
Like lucha libre. What I'm trying to do is, like with kids, when they show an interest in something, you try and kind of fan the spark. So they like fighting. So I thought that we would get them into lucha libre.
This is one of my boys. This belongs to one of my boys.
Mm-hmm.
That is the wrestler Sin Cara.
Yeah.
Is that a real one?
Yeah.
He's a real one. That is a real wrestler. He doesn't wrestle anymore.
You know what Sin Cara means?
Five
No,
willies.
without face.
Oh.
No face.
Okay.
Sin Cara.
Well, they can't all be called that.
Which one? Should I go and get yours?
Stuff Gap, you need to get yourself from Banana Republic. You know they're the same shop, JX
Yeah.
Mitchell. You know they're the same shop,
They've
right?
always got a sale on. Should I go and get your mask?
Please do. It's on top of the teddy upstairs.
Right.
But also, Banana Republic stuff's a little bit too small for me.
It's very preppy as well, I think, Banana Republic.
Oh, I just had a thing. I just had a thing going up my spine. It felt horrible. These headphones are a little bit too deep in my ears. It's making me a bit deaf. Hello?
Shiver up your spine.
It's not a great line tonight, Gatford.
So I think my internet is a bit pony. I came on at 9 o'clock and then fell away for about half an hour.
It's because everybody's... I can't finish that sentence. This is mine. Who's this guy then?
That's Rey Mysterio Jr., one of his. He has many.
I should take my glasses off.
Oh no, that's Blue Demon Jr., I think. Yeah, Blue Demon Jr., a Mexican wrestler.
And then there was the other one that I had to remove the swastika from.
The swastika?
Swastika.
Yep.
The swastika?
I think that was some sort of devil.
So I think I'll leave you to do the rest of the show with the mask on. Then my work here is done.
Oh no, I don't like that.
Right, I've got nothing more to say. Nothing's happened that I want to talk.
I have a lot to say at the beginning of that.
Anyway, so you like presents? Didn't you bruise yourself?
I got a back massager. We'll set it up maybe for tomorrow's show. Let's just say on Christmas Day there was an Oculus Quest and there was a back massager in the house. The back massager got more use by everybody. The boys.
Absolutely battered.
Totally. Look at my hair. I'm growing my hair a bit. And which is great because we've got lockdown for the next 2 or 3 months.
Mine's getting shorter.
It isn't it?
Yeah, I was eyeing pixie cuts the other night, and I went no, because I remember trying to grow it out last time, and I had a mullet for a long time.
Here's a shot of what Catherine looked like before her haircut. Yeah. Hey Pete, how you doing, man?
Good evening, boss. Good evening, Ian.
Hello.
Hey.
Yes, well done.
I do feel bad that I have. I do feel guilty that I have denied the world the Catherine Boyle show for this week.
Yeah, never mind. It'll be fine. I'm sure it'll happen again.
Yeah,
Not that, but I'm sure it will happen that I end up doing the show by myself.
You've got no faith in me.
Anyway.
Yeah, I'm up and down, as I think we all are. We're all obviously thrilled by lockdown 3.
It's so.
we
don't want to go
story.
too COVID on people's asses, but we all knew this was going to happen. Right? We were saying this like in September. This is going to happen, and even like 2 or 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, there's talk of the 5 days for Christmas, and we knew this. We knew this was going to happen, and still, people that support these idiots. I heard a really good thing. I don't know if I heard it or if I saw it on Twitter. Maybe I read it, and it's about how so many of us. You'll have had this, Pete. I'm sure you've had this, Catherine. I know, and I've had it. Imposter syndrome, right? Mm-hmm. Imposter syndrome, where you're doing a job and you think, I'm not good enough for this. They're going to tap me on the shoulder and send me home. I genuinely think I may never have imposter syndrome again, because I look at what our Prime Minister is doing, and he's useless. He's beyond useless. I genuinely think I could do at least as well as him.
Well, that is the situation.
You've not killed anyone in your job. I mean, in fact, you've saved 2 lives. So, we did.
You didn't see what we had to do to get the job.
That thing you're talking about there is something I came to a realisation too late in my career, right?
Yeah.
I've always been waiting to be ready for something, to know my stuff, to be absolutely sure that I'm the best I'm ever going to be. Of course, you're never going to be the best. The best you're going to be is the day before you die. It's like, because you keep learning, right? Meanwhile, I'm being overtaken by, I'm going to say it, bullshitters who either don't care that they don't know or believe they do know, right? And meanwhile, all the sensible people are holding back for that moment where they think, right, now I'm good enough. Here's the deal. You're good enough. You're as good as you're going to get today. Have a go. Have a go. But not at being Prime Minister. It shouldn't work that way.
As long as you've got stuff you can rip up in the studio.
How's that mask ripping video looking these days, Dolan? You absolute prick.
Oh, by the way, did anyone hear Stanley Johnson declaring that he was a French woman on French television?
Did he?
He said, "Je suis française," and I thought, wow, okay, well, I'm glad for you. It's a double whammy there. I hope that he gets accepted.
And while we're talking about it, can someone just? I wish no harm to anybody, except, can we not just inject COVID-19 into Piers Corbyn? Can we not just inject it into him? Can we not just leave him naked in a COVID ward for a week and let everyone cough and spit and piss on him, and then see if he thinks the whole thing's a hoax and wants to take a tribe of thickos who can't read books to stand outside a hospital jeering and booing doctors and nurses? Can we do that?
That's incredible.
Can we do that? Or can someone just knock him down with a bus? I don't like promoting violence, but Jesus, we don't need arseholes like Piers Corbyn. And I tell you, used to give him airtime?
Yes, I do.
James Whale, who used to call a 16-year-old girl Greta Funbags. Funbags is a euphemism for breasts. A 16-year-old girl, Greta
She's
Funbags.
18 now, so it's fine.
She's 18 now, so it's retrospectively, it's all right.
As we know, a lot of people were characters and a little bit of fun and great radio for a long time. And then, unfortunately, the fact that they appeared on radio so often gave them credibility that meant that it's not funny anymore.
Yeah.
Here we go. I hope you're all entertained.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've been doing something like you've been doing with the jigsaw. People who follow me on Twitter know that I've been doing the Lego. I bought a big set of fake Lego and
fake Lego, like Duplo.
No, that's big Lego.
No, the Chinese sets that are basically the same as the real ones, but
can you get hooky Lego?
Will it work with real Lego?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, and it's significantly cheaper, I would imagine.
Significantly, yeah.
Because as we're parents,
yeah,
and thank God we're through that phase. That and the what are those crap video games you got to buy figures to put on a portal?
Oh, yeah.
Skylanders. Flipping at the amount of money I spaffed on Skylanders.
We had Lego advent calendars this year, and we threw the boxes away yesterday.
Yeah.
And as I was throwing it away, I shook my eldest and I went, whoa, there's still bricks in here. She went, yeah, they're doubles. I went, no. They're either ones you haven't made or ones that are going, they're spares. But they're not, we're not binning them. I was thinking, flipping heck, it's so expensive. So expensive.
Yeah, I mean, Lego per brick is it's about £5 per brick, I think.
It's pretty much that.
Yeah, there's your really expensive drugs. I mean, yeah. But yeah, no, I've been. It's kind of like a jigsaw thing, partly because being knockoff Lego, the bags aren't numbered, so it's harder. So,
by the way, Heating Implements calls it boot Lego. Well done, sir.
Nice.
Well done.
I was trying to find something,
well
but that's beautiful.
But yeah, obviously it's hooky, and I wouldn't recommend it. But it's like when they relabeled coloring books for mindfulness a few years ago. It's the same thing. It's taking yourself out of it and just.
And I laughed at those colouring books, but no, I see it. I get the value of them. I wouldn't want to do it. Wouldn't work for me. But I get the value of it. And it's slowing down.
Yeah.
Slowing down. I thank you, Matty. So took me by surprise. And that's what I need to do is I need to slow down a bit. So I got the jigsaw out, which I bought at the beginning of last lockdown, and I only had about half an hour with it this morning because I had to go and do stuff. But tomorrow I'm going to play some mini golf with my kids on VR. Mini golf on VR is nuts. We played it. It's incredible. You play it remotely, and it's out of this world. Have you had much experience with VR, Pete?
I haven't. No, I've never been able to afford it.
When this is all over,
seems like a lot.
When this is all over, come round. We'll have a session, right? Because the Oculus Quest is amazing.
Yeah.
And then can we do some VR?
And this is a genuine question, people out there. I get so motion sick. I downloaded Blair Witch to play today. I played 30 seconds, and I had to stop. I had to turn it off.
The film is jiggly enough. Never mind flipping playing.
But this is just walking, and I couldn't. It's just walking, and I was like, "Whoa!" For those of you who missed it, I was like, "Whoa!"
I'll tell you what experience I did have with sort of VR.
VR. Okay.
Well, I had the
VR-ish.
Virtual reality.
VVR. Yeah, we go.
Where it's sort of VR, but you're not controlling anything. And I had that at one point, and you could watch videos and things, and I did at one point.
A bluey?
Watch one or two blueies.
I couldn't do. I did a bluey, and I found it so uncomfortable because
they were looking at you.
They were looking me straight in the eye, and also I looked down. And I had tattoos on my body, and it was this weird party, and I was thinking, I really want to go home. I don't want to be in this party. I don't know anybody here.
Yeah. Do I have to say goodbye to everyone?
Yeah.
Once was enough for me.
Yeah, it was weird, but yeah, that's the extent of my.
Okay, well you're filthy.
In other news, I flew the Starship Enterprise. Well, it was the different one, but it's part of the fleet, and that's an interesting game. But it's bloody hard, right?
It?
I
think
Spock's not in it.
It was miniskirts, but there was a Vulcan there. But it wasn't anyone I recognised. Probably, I don't know. No.
Was it Quantum Leap?
No, it wasn't. It was Star Trek.
No, I know, but he was in a series of it.
It was something like the Bridge Experience or something. Anyway, it's fun, but the tutorial was so complicated. I think if I complete it properly, I would probably be qualified to drive an actual spaceship because it was bloody tricky. And then you're supposed to play a game.
I can imagine.
We can play, but we can do 2-player on that. Here's some games that I've really enjoyed. I did not enjoy it, but I've been playing a lot with my kids' Cookout, which is one of those ones where it's like Overcooked, but you cooking. But then I joined a game and there were loads of kids in there. So I left. Unlike some weird guy was teaching my 11, 10-year-old how to play table tennis. That was weird.
Yeah.
And he's telling me that, and I was going, right, was he a stranger? I said, yeah. He said, yeah. I said, right. Do you think there might have been some danger there? No. I said, okay.
I wouldn't send him to that virtual youth club again.
I might have to change the settings on there.
Yeah,
anyway, that's by the by. So I have enjoyed Cookout.
Mm-hmm.
I have enjoyed the mini golf. It's so much fun. Super Hot is great. Have you played Super Hot?
No, Beat Saber I've been playing it. I'm pretty wicked on. And I played one called Down the Rabbit Hole. I completed it. But there are like loads of different ways of doing it. It's sort of an Alice in Wonderland type thing. It was incredible. Visually, it was incredible.
Moss is good. You'd like Moss.
I downloaded Moss. And
Moss is because we started at age. Moss is great.
Kids are always on it though, so I have to like either do it really late at night, which is weird.
We've been playing mini golf.
Or in between.
We played mini golf, and then we were playing a map with like loads of tombstones and stuff. And I was hiding behind the tombstones, and she kept saying, "Yeah, but I can see your club sticking out." The golf club sticking out from behind the tombstone.
Also, when we were playing each other, in between shots, we'd be like hacking at each other with the clubs. And then our kids started playing, and it turned out they were doing exactly the same thing to each other.
Order Needs Chaos says, Iain, you can try and take Dramamine about 30 minutes before using VR sometimes. What is that? Is that like travel sickness medicine?
I don't know. Is it as good as one of them copper bracelets?
It's copper bracelets. Or the little bit of plastic touching the road as you drive.
My dad refused to put those on the car, and I was always throwing up.
The climb is good. Here's the thing: I'm getting free. I've got until the end of March. I'm getting free VR games. I can get any of the games for free.
Meanwhile, I'm not. So every time he goes, "Oh, download this, we'll play it," I'm like, "Okay, it's another 15 quid."
I believe there is a Doctor Who one as well on PSVR.
Who cares? Who cares about that? Apart from losers.
Oh, don't. Nice to see you, Pete.
Yeah. Is Dramamine? First of all, is Dramamine a drug? This is going to get me high.
Chorzard said it's an over-the-counter drug used to treat motion sickness and nausea.
Let's get some Dramamine. Let me just check. Let's just Google it. Dramamine.
Just make sure it's not Moorish.
You can get it for dogs. Oh, this looks like absolute bullshit. This is going to be perfect.
In antihistamine.
Antihistamine.
You'll add them, won't you?
Right, I wonder if I can get it on Amazon.
Hang on, whoa. Do not use this medication in what? When?
Where?
What? There.
Where? Oh, okay.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, is that Iain?
Yes?
Yeah, I was just wondering, I was trying to ring you a little while ago, but
Yeah.
I couldn't hear the volume. I was just wondering how you got on with Gurney Slade.
Gurney Slade, I got the DVD for Christmas from Santa. I have not watched it yet because I've been watching a lot of good movies, and also.
I still can't hear you.
Okay, well, go and listen on the stream. I was wondering if you wanted to watch Gurney Slade, or you're not bothered.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
If you're not bothered, I'll watch it. But you tell me off for watching stuff.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
All right, so we're going to watch it.
We've got loads to watch, though, haven't we?
We're going to watch Old Boy, the original.
Yeah.
Well, you've seen Handmaid.
Flipping it. I thought In the Realm of the Senses was hardcore.
Someone says ginger works sometimes, and a fan pointed at you is another good way. The fan thing makes sense. Do you know what? I'll try that. Let me get some Dramamine. Hello, Jim.
Evening.
Hello.
I've got some non-pharmaceutical VR tips.
Yes.
For the motion sickness. Anything with ginger in it. So ginger biscuits, ginger tea, ginger tablets, ginger root on its own.
Shut up.
It does help with nausea. When I had terrible morning sickness with my pregnancies, ginger nuts were very, very, very helpful to me.
Ginger nuts was my nickname at school.
And ginger ale.
Have you done this, Jim, with VR?
Yes, I've got PSVR. I played loads of Squadrons, and it helped me have longer sessions flying X-wings.
All right. Okay. So hang on.
It even helped a friend who couldn't. He could literally not do more than 15 minutes on anything VR, even the most stable thing.
So if I get some ginger tea, that will do it. Pigs, sweet ginger tea. Jesus, £110 per kilogram.
What? No, you don't.
Yeah, but you're not having a kilogram. That'd be too much tea.
Okay, but that's still expensive. Whereas this one, right? If I got,
think Andy's Clipper or something. I'm looking.
Twinings.
Yeah, that's
Twinings. Right. Okay. So we're going to get that. We're going to buy that. Temporarily out of stock. Jesus, everyone's got VR at the moment.
Or ginger beer or ginger ale. Anything with ginger in it.
Well, I can't get it because we're in lockdown. And this is an emergency, though. This is a necessity.
Do you not get Amazon Fresh where you are? Can you have a word with Jeff?
Yeah, but it's £110 per kilogram.
Yeah, but you're not paying that. You're paying £4.15
for 15 bags.
Yeah.
Right, which is too expensive. This is £11 for 80 bags.
Okay.
So stop. I'm going to go to.
But it might not work.
I'm going to go to Tesco's
Doorbells.
Doorbells.
Tesco's.
I'm going to go to Tesco's
Tesco.
tomorrow. I'm going to go to Tesco's. So anything with ginger.
Yeah.
So if I have a cup of ginger, I'm building up to a joke.
All right, great.
If I have a cup of ginger tea, if I get some root ginger, if I suck off Chris Evans, that will work, will it?
That's what worked for my mate. Yeah, Chris Evans. That's what did the trick.
I don't think he's really ginger anymore, is he?
How's your delightful wife?
She's
what's
delightful.
that?
Can you hear Basil in the background?
Oh, is
growling?
that? I wondered whether it was something else going on.
It's not Jen. It's not Jen. No, I think she's. Well, does she want to shout from the living room? Jen, do you want to shout?
I hope she's watching.
Ian's asking how you are. There you go. Did you catch that? She's watching in the other room on the big telly. Yeah. So
She will have seen. Jim, we have to go. We've got a special guest calling in.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you. Say special guest.
Special guest calling in.
Hello, special guest.
Thank you. Say special guest.
Hello, let me just put the audio off.
Do it. Daniel,
Hello.
Daniel. So nice to hear your voice.
Milky Daniel.
Yes.
Milky Daniel.
Is that how you introduced yourself when you went on national radio recently?
Yeah,
What was
I
he on?
did. I did talk on LBC today. I put it on my Facebook page.
could come.
What bollocks are you talking to them about?
Virtual reality online shopping. But you know why I called today? This
know.
dude that was talking about Lego Duplo.
Illegal Duplo.
Yeah. The thing is,
What have I deja
some
vu?
guys created a huge car, a Formula One car, all in Lego. And the engine was with the compressor technology. It was actually a moving car. You could drive it on the roads. And once I was studying this at uni, compressor technology is something that you have the air is very compressed, and then it can be used as fuel for the car.
Come.
So yeah, amazing. One car that can be driven on the road, all made with Lego Duplo pieces.
Oh, Lego Duplo, not illegal Duplo.
Okay.
We wouldn't want to push illegal
Yeah.
Duplo on anyone.
No.
That's
Yeah, but just
frowned
to
upon.
clarify that
Who is
this
it? What's
is
going on?
Ginger,
Is it true that someone made a helicopter out of stickle bricks?
Yeah, you could do helicopter as well because
With stickle bricks, though?
The main difficulty is the engine, But if you use compressor technology, the engine doesn't need fuel.
Let me just say, the person who's trying to call about Gurney Slade, I don't know what's going on with your phone, man, but I don't know if you missed what I said. I haven't watched it yet because I was wondering if she wants to watch it with me.
She does.
She does, so we're going to watch it together. I'm really looking forward to Gurney Slade. Really looking forward to
You
it.
know, I will have an Audible subscription. I got a Christmas present,
Great.
like Audible subscription for 6 months.
Enjoy that.
Okay.
I will have one book a month. Like if you have the subscription, you can get a new book every month.
If you send the book back saying you didn't like it, they refund you. You can get another one.
Oh yeah, because it's Amazon, isn't it? Yeah.
Well,
But obviously, that's only if you really don't like the book. And that's only right.
But can I clarify something about Jessie J? I think you know.
oh yeah, because that's Amazon. I just worked out that's why she just nudged me. Yeah. Yes, Jessie J. This is how we first met. Your
the thing
sexuality is Jessie J.
sometimes I would feel very extravagant, like an amazing extravagance, almost like Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
And I think she has a great voice, Jessie J. She opens her mouth and the sound just comes out.
That happens in most people.
Voices,
look,
yeah.
I can show you. Oh no, it's
so
harder than I
think
thought.
was
It's harder than I thought.
not so much about the travesty thing. It was more about the extravagance.
Okay.
Yeah, extravaganza.
All right, Daniel.
Could come.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, we need to do our sponsors. I don't know who our sponsors are.
I do.
I don't think you can hear us when we do that.
Why?
Hang on. Because I've got to add the thing. Hang on. So let me go here.
tell you something.
Now they can hear us.
Right,
now they can hear
34sp.com.
They've crawled back. These guys have crawled back trying to get in our good books. They took a month off, and now they're like, "Well, man, we need to get back."
They got a beautiful deal for you, beautiful ladies and gentlemen.
Back in the good books.
All domain names, £1. £1. Yes.
£1. £1.
Including VAT.
Hang on a minute. Well, I don't.
So you can get yourself...
I'm not even listening to what you're saying. Sorry, I wasn't paying attention.
Listen to me. You want a .co.uk? That'll be £1. You want an org.uk? That'll be £1. You want a me.uk? £1, including VAT, and only yes. Renewals and extra years of the regular £7.50.
You said regular.
Regular £7.50, but even £7.50 is an absolute snip. I think it's bloody good value.
Where's my 2 bonds gone? I've lost my 2 bonds.
We are selling, says 34SP, and lovely Stuart at 34SP. 2,021 of the domain names at this knockdown rate, pretty much the cheapest of the year. Full promo details.
What does Cher say about it, Catherine?
She says, £1 is surely the best deal you're going to get on a .co.uk this year. 34SP, the one for me. Snap out of it. That's what she says.
I've lost the Gregorian. Can someone make up a Gregorian Emerson family law solicitors?
They've told their staff as well at 34SP not to bother going into work at all in 2021.
They're all fired.
No, they like the new model.
They're all fired.
No, they're not.
How would Cher tell them?
You're all staying home. It's safer in house, and you guys are precious to me. That's
Can someone
probably say something like that, yeah.
The next, it goes so deep in my ears. Oh, it's so deep. The next competition is...
Snap out of it.
Can someone make us a Gregorian Emerson Family Law Solicitors logo, please?
What, better than this one? This is absolutely poo car. With the emphasis on the poo.
My car is poo. It's got all the lights are coming on, and the auto... what's the auto speed? Cruise control. Work anymore.
Hey, listen, I've heard that, normally it's divorce day, I think either today or yesterday, because people sort of stick it out. Not literally. The problem is probably they're not sticking out anymore, but they stick it out through Christmas.
I'm doing this like a DVD. You know the screen on the DVDs? It's like that. Yes. Go on, you talk, yeah. I'm doing this manually. There's no special effects. This is manual. This
is the sort of stuff we can do for you if you want to sponsor us, because we're pros. Anyway, so apparently the other day was divorce day because people have been hanging on for Christmas. But actually... the majority of people have already sacked it off by now. Because
she said sacked it off.
Again.
And yes, GE Law, that's right, thank you. They're doing divorces for £1.
They're not. It starts at £1 and then goes up.
If you want to...
manage your safety.
For £1?
No, a bit more than that. A little bit more than that.
Talk to me about these guys.
Poseidon Safety Management. They're manned guarding, guard dogs and mobile patrols for Devon and Cornwall. Devon and Cornwall is a hell of a lot safer thanks to these guys. And their dogs. And their cars. And their expertise.
Paddy's just sent us an email for the big man. Okay.
Let's see what you got, Paddy. Double Iain.
How did we make that? Oh, that's it.
Oh, okay. I thought I was having a little moment to myself. Oh, hi, me. Hi, how are you doing? I'm all right. I'm bearing up. Abby Care. If you're not bearing up, these guys can help you out. They are good. They're specialist addiction recovery clinic, and if you mention this advert, you will get 25% off the cost of your care.
That's quite good. That's quite a good shot, actually, isn't it? It's quite arty. I'll make it as big as I can.
I'm massive.
There you go. Now, there we go. That's good. All right, go on.
If this is how your vision is all the time, have a word with Abbey Care. They've got a place in Glasgow. They've got one in Gloucester. Absolutely excellent facilities. First-class staffing.
If you go to the Gloucester one, ask for room 102, because that was the room I slept in, and you could sleep in the same room as I did. Yeah.
Hopefully they've changed the sheets by now.
There we go. So if you want to sponsor us, you can. We're going to have, at some point, when these sponsorships, current ones, run out, we're going to have maybe 2 or 3 weeks where we don't have any sponsors, just to get a little bit of breathing space.
Yeah.
For you guys, and we can do that because you lot were so generous with the PayPal donations that you made to us before Christmas that we can afford to have a couple of weeks where we don't have any sponsors.
Appreciate you. And I also appreciate Mr. Alistair. Mr. Alistair, greetings.
We got videos to show tonight as well, don't forget.
Oh,
guys.
yeah, we have.
It's
SOS Monday.
And I want to play you Jim Broadbent mispronouncing Industrial Revolution 3 times. It's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. But before that, it's Alistair.
Hello, Ian, and hello, Catherine. I've missed you so much. And I'm so glad to see you tonight. Wasn't expecting to see Ian, but, the more the merrier.
Dirty boy.
And it's wonderful to have you back.
Dirty boy. You're dirty man.
I was slightly worried about you, Ian, I won't lie. When I got the couple of your tweets I read.
I got into a very bad place.
I did send you a message, but I don't know whether you probably didn't.
I didn't see it, but thank you.
No.
I did alarm people with my tweets. I got into a very dark space. But today has been genuinely a great day. Ain't gonna last. This too shall pass. Let's go into the physical meetings, Alistair. It turns out is one of the keys. I don't want to put too much emphasis on that, but it is one of the key things. Is going to a physical meeting, and I did one last night. I did one today, and I loved it.
Yeah, I mean, actually, I've missed 3 or 4 really in the past 2 or 3 because my back's just got a little bit better now. I did it before Christmas. I don't know if you remember, and then
I do remember you.
And then I guess went down a bit with my mood over Christmas, which didn't help. And I tried to go to a meeting last week, and I sat there for about half an hour, and I couldn't face it, actually. I had to leave because I got really anxious. So that was all right, but I'm actually better now. I'm on the mend. I was due to go tonight, but I didn't really... I just wasn't absolutely ready, and also because of the weather, the cold weather. So my aim is to get to one on Wednesday. So yeah.
Do you know what will happen with the new lockdown?
Yeah, basically we are still allowed to meet because the support groups are still allowed to meet, the pre-arranged support groups.
Brilliant.
Under the same regulations that you mentioned about the masks and everything, and the spacing in the meeting and everything.
Good. Because I was surprised at how safe it was. I'm closer, significantly closer to people when I've been sat in college than in the meetings, and I can see now that it was a part of it was my disease was tricking me. It was tricked, cunning, baffling, and deceptive. Cunning, deceptive, and baffling. I can't remember what the order is, but that's what it was. My college will be from home.
You have to wear trousers.
Disappointment. But I'm all right. I'm all right. Today I'm not all right. Today I'm great.
Anyway, on the subject of mental health, I did listen to the full phone call that Donald Trump made to the Secretary of State in Georgia, which was on YouTube, and I've got a diagnosis for you.
Okay.
For Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Which is narcissistic personality disorder with manic features, in brackets, sometimes delusional.
Oh, blimey. That's.
But we do have to remember that you're not a real doctor, Alistair. You're only a doctor in who don't.
I've deluded myself.
Oh.
That I can read anybody's diagnosis. No, I'm only kidding. But yeah.
But I've heard some of that. I didn't hear it all. But he doesn't sound very well, does he?
I mean, it was horrific, wasn't it? And I actually thought first, oh God, this man is going to may make decisions on whether or not to respond to Iran, in the next few days before he has to go. And then I thought, no, actually, they will make sure that he does not get near any controls. There'll be grey men in suits that will be speaking with the generals, and they will make sure that he doesn't do anything absolutely outlandish, in my view.
I hope you're right. I suspect you're right, but I hope you're right. The problem is that, of course, there are people who are influenced by him, and you still believe that he's.
That's the worst thing. Yeah.
They still believe that he's, lucid and in control, and he's been wronged. That's the frightening thing. It only takes one.
Yeah, he's calling up all these militias to go to Washington on Wednesday when the Senate is supposed to be having this protest vote, and it's just poison.
He's a nut job. Get him in the same ward with Piers Corbyn and let COVID patients piss on him and spit on him, and then we'll see.
Poor COVID patients.
Alistair, thank you. Can someone? I was sorry. I was trying to find the Alpha Sync logo and I cannot find it. I don't know if anyone. Where would I get the Alpha Sync logo from? I had it. Where is it gone? Let's call. We missed. We got. Oh no, we have that. We got Quo Keith. Let's do Quo Keith because we missed him.
Okay.
Evening.
Hey, nice T-shirt.
No,
it's a hoodie.
This guy's got the hoodie. He's
not playing games.
This guy's a star.
Got the T-shirt as well. But...
Good lad.
Are you all right?
Yeah, how are you doing?
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Getting there.
Good.
You've got a lot of wires coming down from the wall. That's a wiry wall you got there. People.
I need to cut those. You're not supposed to be looking at those.
I can see your wiry wall. What is that, man?
Everybody's backdrop is everyone's business these days, didn't you know?
I cut it so that they can't see your wiry wall. It just looks like a nice wall. That looks cozy, man. I bet that sofa is great for afternoon dozes.
That there is a jumbo cord if ever I saw one.
That's a doze.
You recognise this sofa, don't you, Catherine?
I do a little bit, yeah.
What? Have you been round there?
I have.
What? Sharples, thank you for the sub.
Moving on.
Yes, Keith.
Yeah, no, just thought I'd call in, see how you are, and say hello, welcome back, all the general stuff.
Yeah, I say today is a great. I sent you 2 on Twitter DMs. Thank you, Matty. I'll get those in a bit. Today has been a great day. Today has been one of the greatest days. Played some video games, did some jigsawing, went to a meeting. Saw her for the first time in a couple of weeks. And we made mad, passionate love.
Jesus.
Sorry, that was before you came around. And it's been a good day. People were asking about Big Boy update. Big Boy has been coming around once a week for some food, and then the last 4 days he's been coming around every day, sometimes twice a day for food. But he will not come into the house. He came into the house.
Well, last time he came in, he left without his testicles.
He came into the kitchen a bit because I put a bowl near the kitchen door, but on the inside, and he came in and would get a mouthful, then go out and eat it, then come back, blah, 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 blah. But he's been coming back every day. Because Muggins here feeds him. Yeah. Feeds him.
He's got you well trained.
If I see him again, I'll send him straight back.
Thank you very much. Yeah, please do if you can. That'll be lovely. Keith, anything else? Because we got stuff to do. We got content.
That's it. I just thought I'd say a quick hello, mate.
Nice to see your little face.
Yeah, stay safe, Keith. It's always nice to see you, mate. Thank you. He's one of the good guys.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's.
What? Right, so we're going to do the goose game.
Yeah, let's go back to 1990s Spain, shall we? Where things were very different.
It should. Oh, look, I was watching the Savage Beats. Before we do that, let me play you. Honestly, you may not. I've been raving about this so much that you may not laugh. I'd forgotten about the National Theatre of Brent. It's Brent, isn't it? It's not Kent. It's Brent. The National Theatre of Brent. I remember watching them years ago on telly. I think they had a series. And finding it so... The snake is great, by the way. And
that is something I'm quite relieved about, because I was going to have to feed that bloody thing and I didn't fancy it at all. They've got terrible, terrible table manners.
National... Hang on. Theatre. No, okay, so let's go to schedules. And I was listening... They were on Radio 4 Extra last night. It's Jim Broadbent and another guy whose name escapes me. I apologise. And we go there, and it was so funny. And so this is a history of the world. I just want to play it all, but we can't. This is a history, all the world's a globe, from Nelson to women's emaciation. Right. Jim Broadbent mispronouncing Industrial Revolution.
Yeah, I'm going to sneeze. Carry on. Oh, yeah. Feel alive.
3 times is the funniest. Honestly, I laughed so hard, right? And I've not listened to it. Right, so I seem to remember it being, it's only 15 minutes long. I remember it being about 9 minutes in. So we're going to jump straight to 9 minutes. So I reckon it's going to be here.
The 1892 Parsons radial flow steam turbine engine.
It's coming up.
Instructions for use. The steam enters through a double...
How great is Jim Broadbent's voice?
Radially from the centre of the circumference of 6 wheels arranged in series with concentric rows of
Bear
blades,
with me.
alternating with fixed rows on the diaphragms.
Right, I think we get the point. Actually, thank you, Wallace.
I think it's important, the details, Desmond.
Absolutely.
Industrial Revolution.
The nuts and bolts of it, if you
3
see what I
times.
mean.
Yeah, very good, Wallace. Meanwhile, many British explorers were discovering large areas of the known world. In particular, Dr. Livingstone, who discovered Africa, and Dr. Stanley, who discovered Dr. Livingstone. Excuse me.
Yes, can I help you?
I am Dr. Livingstone.
Dr. Livingstone?
Yes.
Then Dr. Livingstone, I presume.
I am. And you would be?
Dr. Stanley.
Then Dr. Stanley, I presume.
Correct.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's sorted.
Then Dr. Livingstone, I presume.
Meanwhile, in Russia, turmoil was afoot.
Where is it a bit earlier?
And speaking as a feminist, I would like to say that I believe that women still deserve full emaciation. And I, along with many other women, will not rest until this day has been achieved.
I've never seen you as particularly feminine, Desmond.
More rugged and this will demonstrate the 1892 Parsons radial flow.
Where is it?
Sympathetic
I've got it
to a
wrong. We're
feminist.
going to have to skip through
We're
it.
now American and not British. But
Okay. This is him doing an American accent.
and then the brain, so that he was now talking to trees and sleeping with his horse. So he said,
No, absolutely out.
Wow.
That was...
Victoria was King of England.
She was, yeah.
So who's George III then?
Sorry?
Who was George III?
He was, well, they ruled at about the same time.
Is each other?
They rolled out about the same time. Then the producer comes in.
Yeah, more or less.
I don't think that's actually quite technically accurate.
Look, just stick to your job and I'll stick to mine, all right, Mr. Barker? I think I know what I'm talking about.
Well, I did actually read history at Oxford.
Yeah, well done. Anyway.
Shall I continue to play the American people, Desmond?
Yes, please. This juncture, that this had nothing to do with anything the British was doing wrong, obviously. Their whole lives and sacrificed all, often working late into the night to bring a... America, of course, was still being run by the British government at this time, so a number of people decided to start the famous American War of Independence. Now, I think it's very important to make it absolutely clear at this juncture that this had nothing to do with anything the British was doing wrong, obviously. I'm sure that American historians would be the first to admit that the British government ruled America very, very well indeed, but that the Americans just thought,
Well, we've been here 200 years now. We have our own accents, our own recipes, our own hobbies. Surely we can govern our own country.
Good country.
Accents and recipes.
Oh, wow, okay.
Thank you, Wallace.
Thank you.
So, they sent off to King George III and said,
Could we run our America now?
Who does that remind me of?
We run our American.
That reminds me of someone.
the Americans just thought,
Well, we've been here 200 years now. We have our own accents, our own recipes, our own hobbies. Surely we can govern our own country.
Thank you, Wallace.
Thank you.
So, they sent off to King George III and said,
Could we run our America now?
Now, I'm quite certain that under normal circumstances, King George III...
George III?
Yeah, would have been only too...
Who's King George III?
King of England, Wallace. Would have been only...
I did actually read.
Been only too delighted to accede to this request, but unfortunately he had at this time a rather intimate ailment which affects the personal areas, if you get my meaning, and then the brain, so that he was now talking to trees and sleeping with his horse. So he said...
No, absolutely out of the question.
George III was English, Wallace.
Oh, yeah, he will be, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
Actually, he was German.
German?
And for this reason sent the entire British Army, the famed Redcoats, to the United States, where they had numerous battles, particularly the Boston Tea Party, the Gettysburg Address, and the Battle of the Bulge. The Confederates, however, or Yankee Doodles, as they was known, being more conversant with the terrain and not having the red coats, obviously, won.
A bit silly having the red coats, wasn't it, Desmond?
Yes?
Are you mixing up two wars there?
Yes. I just got to find where he says industrial
Just
revolution.
if you are going to be homeschooling, please don't use this as history prep
This is
because
so funny.
although there might not be exams, there might be, and this is going to...
I just want to find and then we're going to get to the goose. What's his name?
Jim Broadbent?
Jim Broadbent saying industrial revolution wrong 3 times.
Fetch your wife.
Zaza.
Yeah.
Oh, how do you do? Footman. What is your opinion of the Russian Revolution at this stage?
Well, as you know,
Yes.
whilst I'm communism up immediately.
Communism?
Worlds Aglow, starring Desmond Olivier Dingle.
Scurvy and malaria were forced up...
Hang on.
Revolution.
Here we go!
Revolution.
Or dragooned into hauling huge railway trucks.
Here we go.
Immediately, tiny cuddly ponies were shipped down.
This day would be called Thanksgiving Day.
Thank you.
Here we go.
The Industrial Revolution.
Suddenly, however, on November the 28th, 18th century, the Industrial Revolution began. And within days,
Suddenly.
factories and coal mines started going up all over Yorkshire. Immediately, tiny cuddly ponies were shipped down from the Shetlands to drag massively heavy iron barges full of granite rocks the entire length of the Manchester Ship Canal, while pathetically starving babies of 4 or 5 weeks with scurvy and malaria were forced up chimneys the second they were out of nappies, or dragooned into hauling huge railway trucks laden with massive ton weights of coal uphill for miles through pitch-black, airless, rat-infested winding tunnels prone to collapse at any minute. A tradition still carried on in many pits to this day.
Reasons behind the Industrial Revolution.
The reasons behind the Industrial Revolution was mainly all the numerous inventions that started being made by various inventors at this time, such as Crompton's Mule by James Arkwright and Arkwright's Mule by James Crompton.
Before the Industrial Revolution.
Before the Industrial Revolution, virtually the whole country lived in the country, generally in Dorset.
After the Industrial Revolution.
After the Industrial Revolution, as soon as word reached Queen Victoria and the government's ears about all the babies...
Yeah. But how come when I do things like that, you just laugh? You don't laugh at me. You just say I'm a dick.
I feel sorry for you. It's so good. So that is
The Industrial Revolution.
from the 3rd of June 1990. That is the National Theatre of Brent's definitive history of the Earth.
Yeah.
All the world's globe. I'm guessing it's all on BBC iPlayer. But Pete is telling me it's all on YouTube. So we're gonna have some
Google
of
it.
that.
Google it. Google it. Google it.
So
Google it.
now Google it.
Google it.
Google it.
Also Google El Gran Juego de la Oca.
I was watching a lot of
Yeah.
what do they call them?
Videos. Blueies.
No, disaster movies.
Disaster
so
movies.
I watched
Disaster Blueies.
a lot of them are.
God.
I watched Poseidon Adventure.
Nice.
I watched Poseidon, the recent remake of Poseidon Adventure, and thought, isn't it great that we live at the same time as Kurt Russell?
I think he's all right. Although Crimbus Chronicles.
2 was not very good apparently.
Well,
1 was great. 1 was me and the boys loved Crimbus Chronicles 1.
Well, one of my youngest friends, who is an insistent person.
Yeah.
She's someone who is very into whatever she's into, and if you disagree, you're wrong. She's that kind of kid, right?
Yeah.
And she says that the Crimbus Chronicles 1 and 2 are the best films ever, amen. My youngest disagrees because they got treated with them at school, and that was one of the many reasons they fell out before they split up for Christmas. The other one being the Harry Potter Lego advent calendar.
Oh.
Because one of the characters that arrived fairly early on was the controversially named Cho Chang. Now,
I just have to say, just for legal reasons, not Barry Wang.
No, nothing to do with him. And this other child insisted that it was not Cho Chang. It was one of the Patel sisters, Parvati, or the other one. I can't remember what she's called. Anyway, it clearly wasn't. My youngest is like me and would not let it lie. They rowed all the way to school and all the way back from school. And the other kid does not like being rowed with. And then a few days later, the Patel sister, first one, arrived. And it was clearly not her.
Oh.
Yeah. And then during the holidays, the other Patel sister arrived. So it was obviously Cho. And that other kid cannot backpedal from that. She really did dig her heels in.
Could have been a real learning moment for her and wasn't.
No, but we all knew she was wrong. It was one of those embarrassing things where we all knew she was wrong. She knew she was wrong, but she decided to double down. It was the Trumpiest thing I've ever seen in my life, but forgivable because that kid is 8, not 78 or whatever that fella is.
By the way, Amy and Daddy Bear Cub, who the hell do you think you're talking to?
What? What's happening now?
Let me go through the list. How dare you? You'll see why in a second.
Okay. I like Daddy Bear Cub. He can do no wrong in my eyes.
Well, they're both done wrong.
Oh, no.
I watched Poseidon. I hadn't finished the list. I watched Poseidon the remake. Then I watched the Poseidon Adventure. Then I watched Beyond the Poseidon Adventure. Of course I watched it. What do you think I am, an amateur? Then I watched The Swarm. And I thought The Swarm, because I remember watching a film where a guy drives. I remember seeing the accelerator was horizontal instead of a circle like here. It was horizontal, and the guy drives a car covered in bees into a sports arena so they can lower the temperature because, of course, below 45 degrees, bees
go to sleep.
Go to sleep. So I'm watching the Swarm, and the bit with the car with the accelerator came up. I went, oh, right, so this is the film.
Yeah.
But it didn't happen.
Oh.
But what did happen is weird. A couple of things that I thought had been in one movie.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, there was a scene
in
the movie.
Did you just say anyway?
There was a scene in the Swarm, which is not a great film, where she opens a door and there's a giant bee
bees,
there.
Yeah.
No, there's a giant bee there.
Was it the queen bee or just a big bee?
She was imagining a giant bee.
Big
But
bastard.
I had remembered this as a scene in the film where a woman had gone asleep for a year and then she woke up after a year and there were giant bees outside. It wasn't that. Anyway, it turned out, I Googled it, the bit with the car driving into a sports arena is in The Swarm, is the Savage Bees, and I'm tempted just to watch this whole thing now just to pee you off, but I won't.
Beam me off.
And that is what And this is what I remember.
Oh, now just hold on now.
This is what I remember as a kid. Scared the Jesus out of me. There we go. It's not the Mandela effect. Right. So now we're going to watch. What's it called?
El Gran Juego de la Oca.
Oh, have you heard this song? This is a great song. Bone. Have you heard Bone?
No.
Want to stand out? This is a great song, right? I've been getting into some great music recently because I'm a great guy. Here we go. Listen. Whoa. Here we go.
Oh, I like the vibe.
Singing Bone. Good, isn't it? The bit I like is in the guitar bit. Every time they fluff one of the notes, it goes. They just clip it. There you go. That bit. The third one.
I don't think he muffed that up. I think I was.
Third one, he muffs it up.
He's doing that on purpose.
He muffs it up.
Nah.
It's a great song. Hey, Havoc132. I have no idea how I got here, but to be honest, I'm enjoying the hell out of it. Twitch recommends nailed it.
Welcome.
You got it. Welcome.
Twitch recommends nose.
Can you remember, either of you remember the name of the Tom Cruise film you went to see when in New York? The one you saw in, but the one we didn't see it in 3D, did we?
No.
Iain accidentally wore his sunglasses and thought he had a stroke. I don't remember that. We saw The Mummy.
It wasn't 3D, was it?
I don't think it was shit.
It was.
I don't think it was 3D. Right,
I remember taking my eldest. She was my only child at that point, for her first trip to the cinema, and I bought her a ticket to see Tangled, but I didn't realise it was the 3D one. She refused to wear the glasses.
Oh, my
she
kids used to
insisted on
refuse
watching
it.
it bloody fuzzy. She wasn't interested. She was just eating sweets.
I tell you,
but it was a good film.
I was trying to. There we go.
Winner. It really whips the llama's ass.
Oh.
I was just trying to get. I wanted to get a hotkey of going.
Winner.
But then it goes. Right, what's this program called? So let's just.
El Gran Juego de la Oca.
There we go.
There it is. Where were we though?
Well, it wasn't haircut. It wasn't Christmas.
No, it was.
Because I was looking for.
It was
other
a full
things.
ep, wasn't it?
Yeah. All right.
Oh God, do we know where we were though?
It should pick us right.
Boom! Oh my God, it's still because this thing was on all night.
This is not the
programa
one.
uno completo.
No,
Yeah,
but this isn't.
But we were further along than this because I remember being fixated by that groin.
Okay. Then I've also watched. I got. I got screener DVDs.
What?
Discover.
I also watched Sound of Metal.
Oh, screener DVDs.
Yeah, Sound of Metal's a great film. Existential.
I watched that Bonkfest Bridgerton.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I've just started watching The Great. It's
okay.
It's all right. Sabrina, I'm on.
These are recommendations, people. Get with it. These are recommendations. Get
Today,
with it.
I discovered that The Circle US is now screening on Netflix. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are done.
Don't they call a circle in America a pussy?
No, I think it's still a circle. Grab her by the circle.
My recommendations are Alice in Borderland. Oh, there we go. Ice Creams. I watched all of Alice in Borderland after seeing your post on Twitter. It was really good. 8-part Japanese series where the way I interpret it's open to interpretation. Like some people are transported to a parallel Tokyo. I don't know if that's how I've interpreted it. Well done, Softs, Robin. Thank you. It is great. I caned that in 2 days. And then today I've started watching because everyone said, oh, you've got to watch this as well. Oh, I watched Escape Room as well. That's fun. It's an escape room, but if you don't get out, you die.
Okay. Oh, I thought that was the premise of all escape rooms.
No, they let you out. Someone lets you out. And if you don't want the door locked, they'll leave it on the latch. There's also Sweet Home, which is a Korean kind of thing, which I'm enjoying. But I don't. They've obviously gone for a very stylized. Basically, it says like a Korean apartment block, and then like monsters get in. They've gone for a very stylized Harryhausen jerky kind of thing, and I don't like that.
No,
because we don't need to do that now.
No.
I grew up watching that crap as a kid. We don't need to do that now.
That was all we had.
But I'm kind of enjoying it. But Alice in Borderland, I thought was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely amazeballs. Oh, yeah, we did that. Right, let's just
Iconic Swiss
crack on. You're not getting any advertising time here. I thought Death to 2020 looked absolutely awful from the
We've seen this bit. That's Louise getting not tarred and feathered, but I think he got buttered, didn't he?
Done that. Oh, this bit was good. Let's pick up from here.
Okay, yeah. So the basic premise of this is it's a board game. And on some of the squares, generally all of them, because it's a fix, because they don't roll dice, it's done by the production team, there is some sort of forfeit to be done. Not a forfeit, a challenge. And if you win the challenge, then you win money. And if you don't, you have to bet a certain amount of your winnings up to that point.
Oh, we jumped in.
Okay, also, I've got to say, the words different times are going to be used an awful lot. It was also Spain.
We just saw someone having their boobs.
Yeah.
Here we go.
I mean, Matty says, and sometimes the contestants get touched up. They get touched up a lot.
You said contestants.
And also says stutched up. All of those things are true.
Can I ask a question? This picture of us in this shot, are we too small? Would you like us bigger, or is this size okay?
Bigger still.
You are the judges in this. Would you like us bigger? Size is good.
You happy with the size?
That we're not a spaceship.
You wouldn't like a little bit bigger?
No.
Okay.
Bit bigger. All right, bit bigger. Well, okay.
Just a smidgen.
There you go. How's that? There we go. We're in. Smaller would be fine. Daddy Bear Cub, you're so close. Just because you got destroyed. I'm going to play some adverts now.
And you can blame Daddy Bear Cub for this.
Here we go. Right, let's do
La
it.
prisión. La prisión. ¿Estás preparada?
Sí.
Oh, no,
We've seen this one.
Es muy sencilla. Ya ves que no.
Here we go. All right, I think this is the last one.
Yeah.
A ver, no os hagáis daño, no os hagáis daño. A ver cómo desviáis lo que habéis liado. Prueba superada. Enhorabuena, Yolanda.
Gracias.
I don't know where she pulled that tag out of.
Sospecho que estás en la espalda.
Aquí estoy, mi amor. Estoy aquí atrás.
Da un beso hermoso.
Besito, besito.
We should kiss in the middle of the show.
Venga, porque
Thank
espero
you,
que tú no me
Daddy.
traiciones así como traiciona Pepe. Y vamos a tirar aquí los dados a ver cuál.
This guy gets all the dirty ones.
Venga.
Oh, space. I'll stop with the cursor, the mouse. You can stop the space.
I think they're playing a version of Swing Out Sisters Breakout in the
I
background.
love that song. I don't really know anything more about Swing Out Sister. I read his book. Ben Watt. He had a book about, because he had a really rare disease.
All right.
And no one could work out. Well, it's a really good book.
Is it Swing Out Sister? So not everything but the girl.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Who's Swing Out Sister?
Breakout.
I liked her hair.
Don't start. It's kind of retro. Red lipstick. And now you found a break, so make it last. You got to find a way. Say what you want to say. Break out. Yeah, that one.
Oh, in that case, I was thinking about everything but the girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bit more mellow.
Away you go.
Right. So now this guy, what's his name? Juan.
Oh, racist.
I'm trying to read his badge.
Racist.
He's going to press the button and it's all random. But there's always a game at the end of it, isn't there?
And
I'm
this
always
one,
ready
we
for 'em.
think it's going to involve grabbing boobs, which is great because I can see school children behind them. Away we go.
80,000 pesetas. 80,000 pesetas. And he's gone to the barber's chair. Oh no.
Pasaste rozando.
Oh, he's having it out.
Yeah, he's saying you got past there as quick as possible. I think they must cut hair in some of these challenges.
Do you remember when Ant and Deck did that?
No.
Beat the Barber. You don't remember Beat the Barber?
No.
May I? They got a huge Ofcom fine, if I remember
What,
it.
for doing someone's hair?
Beat the Barber. It was a great game. I wonder if... I mean, I'm guessing it would still be up here. And Deck Beat the Barber. So, how long is this? Here we go. Here we go.
The
Oh, no,
time
that's from the
has
one
come.
show. That's from the one show. No.
Here we go.
So here we go. Let's just have a look at this. Let's
And
have a
you
look at
fancy
this.
playing Beat the Barber then?
Yes.
You don't mind getting your gorgeous locks cut off?
No.
Well, we'll take a look at last week's contestant and see if you change
Has
your
Ant
mind.
already been playing there?
Hey, I'm gutted. He's speechless, Deck. He is speechless. Oh, Stan, that's terrible, mate. That's terrible. What do you think you said, how would you laugh? Well, actually, we've got a contestant from week one sitting here. Sharif, how's the hairstyle going, mate?
I'll tell you
So they
something.
basically have
it's
to do a
getting the
quiz.
girls.
If they won, they win like a PlayStation or something.
Well,
They
he's
didn't
getting the girls,
get their
so
hair
you might
shaved
even
off.
get a few
So
votes.
this
let's play
young lady
Beat the
here
Barber.
is risking Sinead O'Connor.
Right, so let's jump forward a
Dude,
bit.
all the way. Can we have the cape, please? I'm afraid.
And for
Right.
a clean guess at this week's celebrity, is it A or B?
B.
It's right. It is Fantastic. Now, this is the first time this has happened. All three strips have been cleared. Laurie, guess that celebrity baldy.
I don't know.
She doesn't know, like, she doesn't know. You've threw it all away. Can we have the cake, please?
I think this is the one they got the Ofcom.
Well, they were very quick in there, weren't they?
It's time for you to get the chop. Stand.
I'm really
Face.
sorry.
Yeah.
The celebrity, that's Jimmy Hill. His name is Jimmy Hill.
The audience, how are you feeling? How are you feeling?
Okay.
Okay, Stan.
I'll feel the bits.
Don't be too rough, but
Stan, do your stuff,
mate. This is real, ladies and gentlemen. Is he going, Stan? Oh! You've heard the first snip. How are you feeling? You don't know. Well, thanks very much for being a contestant.
I'm wrong.
Nobody goes away here empty-handed. Here's a game board for being a fantastic sport. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Laurie.
This week,
Oh, mate.
Laurie Slater from Bromley did not beat the barber.
Do you take the
For
old
the
lot
Ant
off?
and Deck show, we were just told that it had to be anarchic.
Oh, this is
from Little Britain. He was writing with us at the time, and we were talking about what we could do, and we were thinking, would it be funny to shave off children's eyebrows? And obviously, we thought, well, yeah, it would be funny, but let's shave them bald. That'll be funny. All hell broke loose.
What an absolutely nasty programme. A young girl having chunks hacked off her lovely long auburn hair because she didn't recognise a photo of a bald Jimmy Hill.
That was a part of an Ant and Deck tradition.
Transcripts are always
They're
hilarious,
incredibly
aren't
nice, incredibly likeable and sweet, but they're also A, quite naughty, and B, quite cruel. You know, there is a real cruelty to loads of what they do, but they do it with the greatest smile. Like, you've got to think this is the nicest thing on earth, as having the hair barbered, razored away.
And what about Laurie? Is she distraught?
I wasn't unhappy at all. I thought it was really funny being on the programme and getting my hair cut off.
Largely, it was good fun, but I don't think...
I thought she was a child. I didn't realise she was 35.
They didn't shave her. I thought they were going to shave her
No.
hair. Okay.
Oh, no, don't worry. Don't go away. There we go. Right, so that was that. So, anyway.
Yeah.
But unpleasant. Wrong.
Yeah, I guess.
You think it's all right? Imagine if that was one of your kids.
It's on the air. You know what I'm like about hair.
Jesus.
¿Te casas en marzo?
Diga.
¿Estás seguro de eso?
Sí,
¿Convencido?
convencidísimo.
¿Y has venido a buscar el dinero para la jugar y esas cosas?
Hombre, si hay algo...
A ver qué cae.
What are they talking about?
Muy bien, aquí en esta prueba que se llama Con mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto.
Mucho gusto means my pleasure.
He's starting to get into this guy. He's getting a little bit cocky.
He's getting a bit sassy.
Isn't he?
Vas a tener que hacer algo muy particular. Así que tienes novia, ¿no?
Oh, here we go. This is going to be dodgy. He's just asked him if he's got a girlfriend.
Sí. ¿Te querías casar en marzo?
And you want to get married in March.
Ya veremos después de esta prueba de casa.
This is the booby
Ven aquí.
field.
Mira estas 5 señoritas que vienen.
5 girls coming up.
I bet he's got to find the false boobs.
Oh my
Whoa,
God,
whoa,
they
whoa,
look
whoa, whoa,
really
whoa,
young.
whoa,
This is
whoa,
like a
whoa,
netball club.
Whoa. Where are we going? Where are we going with this?
Well, the fact that he's asked to ask him if he's still expecting to get married in March, and then he brings out 5 young women, it doesn't bode well from what we've seen before, does it?
Let's see where we go. We might actually. Okay, let's see.
En fila, ¿lo ves?
Right, those are grown women. Those are grown women.
La prueba, ¿entiendes por qué se llama Con mucho gusto?
Oh, it's not con mucho gusto, which means my pleasure. It's with a lot of bust. Mucho busto, he's just said.
Mucho busto.
Me estoy fijando ahora.
I've just realised that he said, me estoy fijando ahora.
Okay.
Sí.
Pues no es busto todo lo que parece. No. Hay algún busto que no es tan busto, es decir, que es falso.
There is a false boob in there. There is a false chest that he has to locate. How's he going to do that, ladies and gentlemen? Can you guess?
¿Adivinas qué es lo que tienes que hacer? Dile a tu novia que se vaya, que se vaya a hacer algo, que no.
Bueno, supongo que me imagino que tengo que...
Alguna de ellas es postiza.
Exacto.
Una de ellas.
Only one of them is wearing false boobs.
Well, it's obviously red. Next.
Well, let's see.
Una de ellas es postiza.
Y tienes que descubrirlo.
You got to find out which one is fake.
No vas a tener tiempo. No tenemos tiempo, Pietro. No hay tiempo.
No puedo tocar.
Sí.
I can't touch. Yes, you can.
Ah, que puedo tocar.
Hombre, ¿tú sabes así cuál de ellas es la que no...?
Can you tell without touching? No.
Claro.
¿Sí?
Vamos, creo que sí.
Oh, he does. He thinks he can tell without touching. All right, job done.
Okay.
Let's do it that way, shall we?
Hang on a second now. We're getting very... I think you and I should watch this.
Yeah.
We're not
And you
gonna
shouldn't.
You can hear it, but we're not going to let you see it.
No, for TOS reasons.
TOS. Let's press play. We'll describe. Catherine will describe it. Okay.
¿Estás seguro?
Puedo tocar, ¿no?
Debes tocar. Debes tocar.
So I think
He reckons he can tell without touching.
we can watch it. We can watch it from here. So if I think it gets in any way,
He's going to start touching them up in a minute.
yeah. If I think it gets in any way, I'm going to.
I think take it off now.
You want to take it off?
Yeah.
Okay. It's all right. Let's go. All right.
He's warming his hands, ladies and
Okay.
gents. Come on.
Catherine, talk us through.
Son 480.000 pesetas las que tiene.
So he's got 400,000 pesetas.
We can. As soon as he takes a first step over there, I'm gonna cut away. When he takes a step over there, I'm cutting away.
Yeah. So
was girl number 2 on the Ant and Dec game show. Yes, she's got very short hair. Yes, you're right.
¿Cuánto te juegas?
480.
he's going to bet 480,000.
280.
No, he's going to bet 280,000. So he's still going to have that 200,000.
280. Muy seguro te veo. Muy seguro te veo.
He keeps asking if he can touch. Flipping heck, he's absolutely raring to go.
Blindfold.
Blindfold.
Oh, is it good? Are they?
No
we've
tienes
seen him
tiempo.
squeeze your boobs, so.
Y eso sí, cuando digas una vez, es esta,
When you tell us it's this one,
no hay posibilidad de que pueda rectificar.
By the way,
You
you can
can't
see
take
out,
it back.
You can see out of that left eye.
all right, all right.
¿Estás preparado?
O sea, en cuanto las toques te digo cuál es la que no es.
Tú tocas y cuando...
So as soon as I touch him, I tell you, right? Okay. We're taking this off now, right?
As soon as he takes his first step, it's gone.
Estés seguro, puedes volver a repetir el tiempo que quieras y entonces nos dices...
The thing I've noticed in this show is there's a lot of setup.
¿De acuerdo? Julián, ¿listo? ¿Te has jugado?
Julián, not Juan.
280.000. 280.000. 3, 2, tiempo. Adelante.
Here we go. Here we go.
Empieza, por detrás, Julián. Eso, por detrás.
Pero puedo tocar por todo,
Yes,
¿no?
to go
Puedes
from-
tocar, hombre, la parte que
behind
tienes...
This is awful.
Go on, Catherine.
Yo estas cosas no puedo mirarlas.
I mean, he's doing that. It's like the Janet Jackson cover,
He does look like a young Tommy Boyd. Yes, we've commented on that before. Yes,
and she's doing this.
but he's going under. He's going under.
Yeah,
He's going.
I
like-
think he's trying to be as respectful as you can be when
You-
you're jiggling
there's no-
a stranger's bosoms.
There's no respect. Oh,
And
it's
they're also playing sex noises. Have you heard that?
yeah.
Yo estas cosas no puedo...
Oh, yeah. I mean, he barely touched. I don't think his girlfriend would count that, would she?
No, he's being very respectful.
It's almost doctorly.
verlas.
He's touching her. I don't think he knows where the boobs are. He's touching. He's touching.
He's
under.
going
See
under.
it?
Yeah, I think he's probably trying to find the join.
Ah, okay.
Onto red.
This is who I think it is.
Por ahí
Es que lo quiero hacer un poco disimulado, no tan exagerado. Porque alguna tendrá también novio, pobrecito. Yo aquí noto chicha.
Oh, he's lingering over the red, isn't he?
Definitely.
Chicha hay aquí.
Hay chicha.
Aquí hay chicha.
Bueno, sigue.
He's gone on to yellow.
Te veo muy cauto, Julián, muy cauto está.
And onto blue. So he's making sure he's being very thorough. He's feeling them all.
He's been, yeah.
Oye, pues por aquí están todas iguales, ¿eh?
They're all the same to me. He's saying, "Oh, poor Julián."
Que todas tienen chicha.
Todas, ¿estás seguro? No te atreverías con...
¿Puedo volver a mirar?
Puedes volver otra vez.
He wants to have another go.
Now he's
going along the
Now
front.
he's doing it. Now he's doing it.
Ya tienes
I mean, he's very ginger about it.
decidido dónde te vas a
Yeah, this
esconder.
contestant did get the problematic game last time. Yeah.
Pero es más que tengo los ojos cerrados, ¿no?
Adelante.
Honk.
He's going in now. He's going in.
Oh, that
he's
was
squeezing.
that looked painful.
Yeah.
Atención, lo mejor, Julián.
Oh no, if you tested the oranges in Tesco like that, you'd be kicked out.
Yeah. Break it, you pay for it.
¿Cómo lo tienes, Julián? Decide ya.
La segunda.
Okay.
Second. He reckons the second.
Okay, so he
So he
reckons the
thinks
young
yellow.
lady with short hair. Okay, I think we can go back here safely, but I'm hovering.
La segunda. La
Creo.
segunda. La segunda empezando por aquí.
Sí, por aquí.
Te
por
puedes quitar la segunda, definitivo.
Are you sure the second is?
Veamos si es la
She's
segunda, hay que comprobarlo. Veamos si es la segunda. Vamos a comprobarlo. Algo de emoción. Vean la maestría con la que veamos si o no. De momento, ¿estás seguro por qué?
I mean, we've all done it, but never on telly.
Oh, so have they got like chicken fillets in instead of like false boobs? Was it her? What just happened?
Ladies and gentlemen, 1990 Spain there.
Let's play some adverts for. Let's give some of these poor suckers a break. Wow.
Let's go check. We're still cheering.
Nos vamos a la casilla donde está Eugenia. Y Eugenia va
Right, Eugenia.
a hacer jugar a Sonia.
She's there with Sonia.
I feel so sorry for Sonia.
Yeah.
Because I mean,
Standing next to Eugenia anyway.
Yeah,
is tricky.
And you're having to wear that.
She's wearing lost property.
Bueno, Sonia me comentaba antes, por favor.
Also, do they need the hoist on all the time?
It doesn't
Does
seem
kind of
fair,
draw
does
the
it?
eye to that area.
Por favor, que
To the
no me
bunching.
toque el flequis porque trabajo como azafata y mi jefe me puede matar. No te preocupes, Sonia, intentaremos lo posible. Vamos a ver lo que te toca. Tiramos los dados.
All right, let's throw the dice. Don't forget to press the button before they start rolling, otherwise the jig is up. 10.
10. Se empieza a enfrentar la casilla 49.
Woohoo!
10,000 pesetas. Get past that barber.
I'll kick him in the nuts.
Primero tú, Sonia. Bueno, ponte aquí que me siento mejor.
Swap sides,
Bueno,
swap sides.
¿qué tal? Bien, ya te veo como muy deportista tú y todo eso, ¿no? Pues mira, yo te veo muy emocionada y en este momento yo no sé qué sería mejor. Ponte aquí que se nos ve mejor aquí que estamos de frente. Yo no sé qué sería mejor, si haber caído aquí o allá donde está el peluquero. Yo no sé qué es mejor.
Right, so she doesn't know whether you're better off being here or next to the hairdresser, because this is not going to be a good one then by the sound of things. But I'm guessing she's not going to have her boobs squished by a stranger.
La cloaca. Pues déjame decirte que has caído en una casilla que ahora te voy a presentar a un chico fantástico, guapísimo, que
Going to introduce you to a fantastic, handsome man.
hace unas cosas increíbles.
I bet
y
it's
que
that
viene
bloody
acompañado
bullfighter again.
de una chica súper guapa también, con unos ojos que ya tienes
Matador.
que verlo. Ellos son
Twatador.
italianos y es Vesna y Alberto Murroni.
Oh!
There we go.
Look at it. It's dirty dancing, isn't it?
Very much so, yeah. Wearing MC Hammer's trousers. Sad though about the super glue incident, can't we?
He should have.
Oh, it's a wall! Oh, now! Come on! Oof,
Right.
mate, come on now.
Right, hang on a minute. We're having that in slow mo.
She bounced right off the coochie there.
You ready? Here we go.
He's going to yeet her.
Blues Noodler says me and the missus did that this morning.
Kablam. Okay. Well, her foot hit the floor first. You know, it didn't go straight to the old...
heck.
Gosh.
Oh, I don't like that.
Don't try this at home, guys. She's trained. She's a trained professional.
Is she is the lady going to have to do that?
Now we're going to drop you on your fanny. Can you deal with it? How many potatoes are you going to bet? That's a talent, is it?
Pull that dress down. Oh.
No, he's going to throw knives at her. What has she done to deserve this?
Yeah, definitely pull that dress down. That's it. Oh.
Oh, now, come on.
You don't. If she has to do that, look at the state of him. The hair, the body.
The trousers and the school shoes.
I like her dress. I mean, they're a great couple. It's like he's wearing her bottom half. But if she has to be part of the knife throwing, because that stuff goes wrong a lot.
Would you rather be dropped on your fanny or have knives thrown at
Dropped
you?
on my fanny. The knife throwing goes wrong a lot with these people. But he's probably a drug addict as well.
You reckon?
Look at him.
I mean...
¿Todo bien?
No sé.
Has he got knee pads inbuilt in his MC Hammers there?
Could be.
I thought I saw some padding.
Después de esto que acabas de hacer, si todo
Fit
bien
Nick
o no,
Cotton,
porque estoy
says King
temblando.
Mike.
He has, look. What on earth has he been doing?
Yo no te envidio.
They're all dead
Vesna,
now.
Vesna, que bueno es.
Yeah.
We may see them die.
She died of being dropped on her face.
Que Vesna, de verdad se merece. Yo no sé
She
qué se
looks-
merece.
it's
¿Qué se
Kate
merece,
Burley.
chicos? Venga. Hay que tener mucho valor, de verdad.
Let's be honest. She was the talent in that act. He didn't do nothing.
It looks hard doing this, right? But try doing that after you've been dropped from a great height onto
On your
your
fanny. She's dodging knives.
Pues Alberto, vamos aquí adelantito. Déjame decirte, Sonia, que
She's
tú
got
vas
to
a
throw the
tener que
knives.
ponerte allí. ¿Qué te parece? Te vas a tener que poner así y todo eso y te
No,
van a
she's
tener
gotta do that.
cuchillos y cuchillos. Y si te matan no importa, porque la prueba será superada. No, mentira, a ver.
If you get killed, it doesn't matter because you will have passed the test. I'm only joking.
No. This stuff goes wrong. This stuff goes
digo,
wrong.
Sonia, ya se me enredaron los nombres. Bueno, venga, Alberto Murroni es un
Since we
chico
took a break,
que, bueno, en este momento no se
This
siente
has
muy bien.
taken a really dark turn.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
dark, it was unpleasant, but fun.
Remember, the women started out this game. What was it? It was last year, literally last year, when we started watching this. The women were given, I'm going to say, soft challenges, such as sorting puppies. I'm not even joking. They had to sort puppies and
They're
unraveling wool.
Yeah.
Now she has the risk of being dropped on her fanny. I mean, life comes at you hard.
39 de fiebre, déjame decirles, 39 de fiebre y no se siente muy bien. Pues él dice, que yo no lo creo, que para mí es imposible, él va a tirar 20 cuchillos en 15 segundos.
He's going to throw 20 knives in 15 seconds.
¿Sabes lo que son 20 cuchillos en 15 segundos?
That
She looks thrilled.
is not the face of a happy woman.
I think she'd rather have a haircut, wouldn't she?
Yo, o sea, para mí es imposible. Entonces, tú tienes 375.000 pesetas. ¿Cuánto te juegas para esta prueba?
Okay, how many are you going to bet?
Vamos a ver. 75.
Here's the thing.
75, 65.
So she's going to... What does she have to do? Just not get hit by a knife?
Not die, yeah.
Well, then she might as well bet all of it. All or nothing.
Yeah, because if she loses...
She's dead. Bet all of it. Because otherwise she's saying that she might bottle out of it or she will die if she's only betting a small part of it. All of it. Put all of it.
75.
Oh, she's saying no me fío. I don't trust it. I don't want to do it.
Thank you,
creo
Paula.
que no te cree que lo vayas a hacer. Realmente les confieso
Oh,
que
Kath,
yo no...
Deke says, could you tell any Americans what a fanny is? Because obviously a fanny is an ass in America.
Yeah.
Persuage.
Yeah.
The V.
You're
No lo creo.
Fanny, I don't know what to say.
That is implying the slit, is what I was implying.
Why don't you Google it?
Venga, nosotros nos alejamos un poquito para no clavarnos uno aquí, porque no me gustaría.
Oh, she doesn't have to stand there. Right, you've
which
misunderstood
case-
it. He's throwing 15 in 20. He's throwing 20 in 15 seconds, and she said it was
They were winding her
impossible.
up. Okay, so they were winding her up saying that she had to do it. She obviously isn't going to do it. All right.
Tú, cuando quieras, Alberto, nos dices y
Gracias.
yo digo el tiempo, ¿vale?
Ok.
Venga, eso sí, mucho silencio, porque no me gustaría que se venga uno por acá.
Oh, God, well, this is easy peasy then. What's she being a wuss about? Must be the harness.
So she's betting on whether he can do that number
3,
in
2,
15
Ahora, un
seconds.
momentito.
tú me dices más bien y yo digo 3 segundos. Mejor, no me Vamos a ver.
Ok.
3, 2, 1, ¡tiempo!
It's too slow. Too slow. Too slow. Oh, jeez. I am so horny right now for knives. Hill, take. He missed one. He missed one.
¡Superada para ti! ¡Fenomenal!
He missed one.
Well, they didn't stay in, but she has.
Alberto,
won.
lo siento, Alberto. Bueno, la verdad que eres increíble. Yo no me pondría delante de ti para nada. Sonia, enhorabuena. Y Vesna, bueno, eres
Well, she's saying congratulations to Sonia, so Sonia must be.
Sonia won.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, with no damage to the coochie, so win-win.
increíble. Yo en tu caso no me pongo para nada. Ahora sí le vamos a dar paso a Pepe, que creo que
It's Pepe's turn.
está por el otro lado con
Sonia's
el
thinking, I
concursante
just
verde.
die.
Pepiño, para ti.
This guy's a...
Oh, poor old Luis.
This guy's a dirty man, and I do not like him.
Which one? Luis?
No, Pepe.
Dados, preparado.
I bet he's gutted that he didn't get to do the boo one.
6. Estás en la 34. Te vas a la 40.
That mud wrestler is never going to get a turn.
Aquí estoy. ¿Qué tal, Luis?
Bien.
Pásate por aquí.
They're very into their sides, aren't they? And she always chooses the wrong... Well, she chooses the wrong one, and I can't remember what the other one's name is.
Luis, abre bien los ojos porque son bellas, son fantásticas, son especiales con la coreografía del maravilloso
Look at his arm, he's injured his arm. He didn't have that bandage
plaster.
earlier.
Yeah, he's got a plaster.
He didn't have that earlier.
Ferraro.
Right, keep your eyes open because you're going to see some lovely choreography.
Oh, this is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to this.
Oh, gosh. Here we go. Oh.
The music's been muted by YouTube, I would imagine. So let's go back because I know what the song was.
Yeah, so do I.
Well, let's sing it. Let's fill in the blanks. Let's fill in the blanks.
Sí.
You better think about what you're trying to do to me. Yeah, think. Let your mind go and let yourself get free. Let's go back, let's go way on, way back when. I didn't know you could be too much more than.
Why don't you need Spanish? I don't want to know the song was just for me. Freedom. Yeah.
Oh, is that why they're throwing the mops?
Freedom. Yeah. To me. You gotta think about. Oh God, look at that, my God. Oh no. We were going freedom. Freedom. Bend over again. Freedom. Yeah.
They're expressing their freedom from clothes.
And dignity. I'm hoping we're coming at the same time as music ends. We were quite good.
Wow, okay. Now,
the Spanish hot gossip.
Luis has got to answer questions now about what colour knickers they're wearing.
Luis.
Well, one of them was brown.
Vente por aquí. ¿Qué tal te deseo?
Luis, have a think about that.
Dirty man. Look, he shouldn't. In fairness, they shouldn't make him wear a tracksuit.
No.
He should have tight trousers.
But now we know what that strap's for.
Como bailarín, Luis.
Depende de lo que sea.
Depende de lo que sea.
Has he got to do the dance?
Is he? Hang on, he's got what?
I think he might have to do the dance.
Go on.
Depende de la inspiración del momento.
She said, what kind of a dancer are you? He said, well, not that bad.
Muy bien.
Se intentará.
Estas 8 chicas maravillosas que ves aquí, tienes que elegir tú a una
Hands,
como
people.
profesora
Hands,
de baile.
people.
Right, you've got to choose one of these as your dance instructor.
I'd have the short-haired girl with the green trousers, green shorts, please.
Acércate aquí para que las observes bastante bien.
Hello.
Y vas a tomar a una como profesora de baile.
Bueno, pues...
A ver.
Oh, God.
Tú.
Oh,
I'm so grateful, thanks.
Bueno,
They've all got smokers' teeth.
yo espero
All
que
got
tú seas
smokers'
un buen
teeth.
alumno, porque te voy a dejar un ratito con la chica
Sí,
para
sí.
que te enseñe unas cositas a ver qué tal te
Right, she's going to teach him a dance.
desenvuelve.
We've got...
Venga, cuidádmelo
Oh,
bien,
it's only got
chica,
half an hour of
por
this. We
favor.
might even finish this
Muy
this
bien.
Now, what are they for?
Everyone, this is not...
This was on a Saturday evening, family entertainment,
entertainment.
while people are sitting around eating their, very long
This is why I voted Brexit.
dinners that they would have. And this would be on in the background. For hours. I mean, how long is this so far? It's like 2...
We've had an hour and 50 and isn't another half hour to go.
Peña me dice bombón soy yo, Ivonne. Pues, Yolanda, ¿qué tal?
Muy bien,
Muy
estupendo.
bien. Vamos a ver, tiramos dados, a ver con quién
Come
te
on,
vas
Yolanda,
ahora.
let's roll those dice.
Y ganas, acuérdate de mí.
Sí.
12. 120.000 pesetas, fenomenal. Y vete corriendo a la casilla número ¿Qué te espera, Pepe?
55, get past that barber.
That's her hair. Boing, 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 boing. Hey, Tommy Cockles. Good
Yolanda.
name. Saw Tommy Cockles.
Acabas de llegar a la casilla
Perhaps it is.
55. Ya has caído en la catapulta. ¿Sabes qué quiere decir eso?
What's happened with the sound on this? It's gone all to cock.
Go on.
Esto es lo peor que te podía pasar. Vuelves a la casilla 0.
Oh, she's got to go back to square 0.
Pero, un momento.
One moment.
Están contigo. Pero no vas a dar la vuelta otra vez, sino que te vamos a llevar por un atajo. Y para eso vamos a lanzarte con la catapulta.
They're going to throw with the catapult. She's going to get yeeted.
Oh, yes, yeet.
It's yeet
I
time.
like it when they yeet. But she got to land on her fanny, though.
They're using the catapult, not, what's his name?
Dirty
Fabio.
Ahí viene la catapulta.
Fabio with the knee pads. I don't know why he was wearing knee pads. She needed a pad for her old...
Amy says, I want this show to come to the UK. Amy, you are young, you are beautiful, you are talented, you are the future of British entertainment. If you want this show to come to the UK...
Make it happen.
You've got the power to... We're old.
Our time is gone.
You've got the power to make this happen. You work in the entertainment industry. Make it happen.
Ese va a ser tu medio.
It's a big old catapult.
She'll be on a wire, won't she?
De transporte.
Don't worry, they're real soldiers.
Fíjate que es una auténtica reliquia.
They've got to be
Es
doing this
verdadera.
just to shit her up.
¿Tú sabes lo que se lanzaba con las...
There is a chair in the spoon there.
Wow,
catapultas,
giant
piedras,
spoon.
se lanzaban
This is how they used to travel
diarios,
before cars.
y ahora, desde que llega al gran juego de la oca, se lanzan concursantes, no sé si intrépidos o inconscientes. El caso que a ti te toca llegar desde aquí hasta la casilla 0, justamente allí.
Wow.
Yo te voy a ayudar a subir a tu lugar de viaje. Sube, Yolanda. Eso, arriba.
This is a con.
Acomódate ahí,
It's
te
'cause
colocamos
they-
el casco. Ya ves que
Why?
no
They've
sabes
strapped her in.
si sobrevives, claro.
She's getting a helmet.
Como puedes ver,
it's
esto
like
es una
a
catapulta
bungee.
auténtica.
It's like a
Los
bungee.
soldados son auténticos, son
I
de la
would
época.
say, yeah,
Fíjate que
zero. I
incluso
bet
la rueda no se
zero.
ha inventado. Fíjate que la rueda no completa el círculo. Fíjate si es antigua, es auténtica. Tienes el privilegio de salir disparada en una catapulta de esta envergadura y de
What is
esta
this show
categoría.
called? Someone's asking.
This is called the Great Goose Game or El Gran Juego de la
Right,
Oca.
that helmet's not on properly.
No, it's not even undone it up under her chin.
That helmet's not on properly.
No te preocupes,
That is
yo voy a
not
esperarte.
roadworthy.
Yo te recibiré en mis brazos.
Vale.
Ánimo, Yolanda, que estamos contigo. Yolanda, aquí te espero.
Have they tied it up now?
Chica, cuidado que si ves que hay algo me
Did
la
you see
pasáis.
those crash mats? Did you see that? Right, look at those crash
Oh
mats.
no, they're not big
What are they
enough.
going to do?
They're not big enough.
What are they going to do? 2 little crash mats.
Or are they aiming for the swimming pool?
Oh, God.
Muy bien.
Chica, cuidado que
The thing is,
si
the
ves que hay algo
catapult
me la
won't
pasáis.
actually do anything, will it? It will fire.
Venga,
but
Yolanda,
the thing
aquí te
to
espero.
do is the bungee.
Boing.
Yolanda.
Well, maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, it's the bungee that pulled her. That was...
Oh,
They're all on her.
that was a damp squid.
Yeah. Be more specific.
Oh yeah. So they pulled her towards the crash mat. We wanted to see her actually get yeeted.
Yes, man. On her...
Yolanda, estaba esperando el rebote.
All right, lads. All right.
Fuerte aplauso para Yolanda.
Round of applause to cover up the sounds of her screams.
She's bored in the middle.
Porque va en
Jesus.
segunda posición, Julián?
Sí, sí.
A ver si sigue la racha y tiramos los dados.
Okay, so he's in second position at the moment.
I don't... In terms of the amount of money that they've voted, they've bet, or on the
Or
board.
a race to the end, I
Because
think.
the board is bullshine. It's who has
Well,
the
you
most
do
money
accumulate.
wins.
You do accumulate every time you throw the dice,
Right, but but
but
that's
then you have
fixed.
to place bets.
Is it the person who finishes first, or the person who has the most money when they finish?
Finishes first, I think.
Well, then this is bollocks because it's made up.
I mean, it's all bollocks. I thought we'd established that.
Yeah, someone had to make that catapult just for that, bestie.
I think they used it again. This was on for years.
40.000 pesetas de la casilla 49 a la casilla 53.
That
Bueno,
woman is still there because
y
she
yo
can't walk.
aquí quiero darle la
got really bruised groin.
bienvenida a una invitada grande, muy grande,
It's a bit out of sync, guys. It's
grandísima,
not our fault.
porque
That's,
ahí tienen a Raina.
Raina's coming on. I want to see Raina.
Did you see her resting face? She turned off the sparkle dust there for a second. She's like, God, this is still on.
Here we go. Animal entertainment. Look at that state of that poor elephant.
Majestic beast being used for entertainment and is brought into the sports hall
by a mullet. This
phone us and you could win 300,000 pesetas. I think that small print went, but you probably won't.
Como puedes ver, es un elefante. Este es un elefante asiático. La diferencia entre un elefante asiático
That's an Asian elephant.
This is going to be horrible.
Anyone interested in wild life?
africano es la forma, y especialmente las orejas. Los africanos tienen las orejas más grandes y los asiáticos lo tienen más pequeño. Naturalmente, este está domesticado.
This one is domesticated. Obvs.
Eso quiere decir, ven para acá, que podrás hacer con él lo que quieras.
You can do whatever you want to it. I don't like this.
¿Qué hacen los elefantes cuando están cansados?
What do elephants do when they're tired?
Se tumban al sol.
What's that big mark on its backside there? That's
It doesn't look. That does not look like a healthy
no.
elephant
It's
to me.
very skinny.
Este es un elefante civilizado. Fíjate el
that
pasado
poor
británico
thing.
que tiene, habiendo vivido en la
Elephants are
India.
nuts, right? They're like dinosaurs. Are they dinosaurs?
No.
Crocodiles are dinosaurs, aren't they?
Similar.
And birds are dinosaurs.
Yes.
Elephant isn't a dinosaur.
Well, they're mammals, aren't they? I'd say that the dinosaurs are more related to the reptiles and also
Right.
to the birds.
Is this a snake's not a dinosaur?
Snakes haven't changed an awful lot over the years. Why?
I just would like to
Have a dinosaur, yeah.
Es posible que sepa incluso idiomas. Así que lo que vas a tener que hacer, Julián, y quizá con eso recuperarás a tu novia, cuando vea que eres capaz de encontrar bestias como esta.
This is horrible, isn't it?
Lo que tienes que hacer es decirle que se siente.
Right, you've got to tell it to sit.
Tienes que conseguir que se siente. Fíjate,
That's what the challenge is. Make it sit down.
por ejemplo, su domador, cómo consigue que haga cosas. José María,
Can we agree that if that I don't think they will, but if they start hitting it, we're gonna.
We're out of here.
que te escuche Julián dándole órdenes.
I think
¿Ves?
they're gonna
Habla en
He's
inglés.
doing he's going to sit on a
stool.
Let's get out of here. We don't need. Okay, we don't need to sit. Let's get out of here.
Yeah,
Let's get out of here. It goes on for bloody ages. Look,
of course it does.
it's the goose game. There we go.
Rani, hola, qué bonita, qué labios más bonitos tienes, Rani.
Dragons are dinosaurs. Okay, dragons are dinosaurs.
Ivonne anda
Dragons
por ahí
exist.
sola. Ivonne, a que me da un trompazo.
I'm here, Pepe. Thank you very much, honey.
Everyone's speaking English.
Pero yo le digo honey a Pepe. Bueno, ¿qué tal, Sonia?
That lady on the right.
Bien,
My
¿no?
fanny hurts so much.
That's why she's standing like that. She's trying to get some air to it. Well, not putting any pressure on
Muy
it.
animada saltando aquí.
Sí, yo me sigo saltando.
Venga, vamos a tirar dados a ver cuánto te toca ahora. Vamos a ver si no te hacemos lo que es Ronnie. Vamos a ver.
That guy right behind the middle staring at us. Look, he's staring right at
He
us.
knows.
My snake Swavey is my boy snake.
Nos volvemos a ver otra vez.
Great. I love it. Love him. He's a joy.
Vamos a irte vistiendo de algo. Vamos a ir vistiendo de algo. Rápidamente le colocamos este vestido.
Which
en
hair
este
products do I use?
plató
My
hay
hair's
una
a bit
bomba.
long and thick, but
Una
I'm
bomba
growing it a
que
bit
va
at
a
the side and
estallar
back.
en un instante.
I use, I think it's
La
Tinky
única que
Bed
puede
Head.
salvarnos eres tú.
I blow dry it back.
Si miras ahí enfrente,
Smother it on the
verás
outside, then you
en aquellas dos torres una cuerda.
Right, you see there's a rope there in the tower.
De aquella
Can we
cuerda
get back to
tendrás que
light-hearted
atar
sexism?
a
Yes,
esta
we
otra
can.
escalerilla que ves aquí, una escala de viento que justamente
Okay, so you're looking at the ladder now.
en uno de sus peldaños es donde está la llave
There's a key right up there.
con la cual puedes desconectar la bomba.
Thank you.
And you can use the key to disconnect the bomb. There is a bomb.
Kath is not fed Swavey, the snake. She refuses to, which is...
Swavey is not my
This is actually
department.
why I'm back from rehab,
¿Estás mirando?
because she said I'm not
¿Estás
going to feed
viendo?
that snake.
Sí.
Todo el mundo cuerpo a tierra, nadie esté de
I
pie.
always wanted a rope ladder. when I was a
¿Cuánto
kid.
te vas a
Hey, I remembered something.
Go on.
When I was about 7, My mum said to me, "What's that shoebox in your bedroom?" I had a shoebox on top shelf.
Uh-huh.
What's that shoebox in your bedroom? Of course, obviously, she'd looked in it. I didn't. Nothing. Right. Are you keeping worms in there? I know. Right. So it's not full of like mud and stuff? No. Okay. Of course, it was full of mud.
And worms.
Well, I don't know if there were any worms in it. I just filled a shoebox with mud and hoped that there were worms in it.
Okay.
I didn't know. I didn't hope they would have tracked them, but I hoped
You thought
that
it might grow some.
I thought there might be worms in the mud that I'd collected. So I had a shoebox with mud. And of course, the box was getting soggy and stuff. And obviously, she'd looked at it. But it made me think, that's basically what I've got there next door. Basically, what I've got there, isn't it?
Except now
40 years later.
You've got a worm.
Isn't it funny? Isn't it funny? I just remembered that the other day. Hello, Emily Jane. Nice to see you.
Right, let's get her up this flipping rope ladder. And
Please, can we make this show end? We'll do our sponsors.
Tienes en este instante 490.000 pesetas. ¿Cuánto te vas a
Mud
jugar?
is better than pornography, yeah.
Que esta no la veo yo muy bien.
Mira.
This poor woman has been
encuentras la
treated
bomba,
like absolute
la desactivas,
They have pinged her. They've pinged her, haven't they? They pinged her outside.
Yeah.
puedes ganarlo todo. Si no la encuentras, ¿para qué te da? ¿Qué más te da tener 90.000 que 400.000 pesetas?
Oh, she got a rucksack.
Júgatelo
Is that a
todo, mujer.
parachute?
What I don't know what's going on there.
What are they sitting like that for?
Don't know. Decoration.
Pero no ves que si estalla la bomba no lo vas a coger. No, 490.
Que no, 190.
She only wants to do 190, and he's trying to get her to gamble a lot more.
Está bien, 190. Que ¿sabes lo difícil que es eso?
És de Barcelona.
Soy de Barcelona, sí.
Tens un accent una mica barceloní. Muy bien, así que estás preparada, ¿no?
Sí.
Pues sal inmediatamente a buscar la llave. Un momento. ¿No sabes dónde está la bomba?
No, me lo has dicho.
Do you know where the bomb is?
La bomba la tienes aquí.
Oh, it's in the
Está
backpack.
justamente detrás de ti.
Oh, different
Y aquí
times.
hay
We
una
could
mecha.
joke about such things.
Here's the thing.
¿Sabes
It's a
cuándo
real
estallará la
bomb.
bomba? Cuando
Well,
se acabe
they
la
joke
mecha.
about it, but this would not be Muslim
O sea,
extremism. This would be
antes de
Basque.
que la mecha llegue hasta la bomba
This would be a
y
Basque
la haga
bomb.
explosionar, tienes que haber encontrado la llave y desconectar la bomba. Mira, la llave la tienes que
La
conectar
bomba.
aquí. ¿Ves?
La bomba.
La bomba.
¿Ves? Hace la demanda de llegar. Eso.
You've got to stick your
¿Está claro?
key in there.
Sí.
El tiempo, seguro que ¿cuándo te juegas me has dicho?
190.
Paula Rain Kelly.
190.
Sí.
Recuerda que cuanto más corras, más rápido se encenderá o irá consumiéndose la mecha. 190.
Does she know her
seguro.
fly's open?
Sí.
Sonia.
Sí.
Cuélgate algo, si no, si
Is he going to light
no,
it?
no vas a vivir.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, he's going to light it.
Todo el mundo cuerpo a tierra.
course,
Todo el mundo
what did
cuerpo a
you think
tierra.
was gonna happen?
¿Lista?
Sí.
¿Preparada? Ya sabes lo que tienes
Thought it
que
might be on a
hacer.
timer.
Llegar hasta la pared,
I
la
remember
liana,
with their
saltas
own-
hasta la escalerilla y subes en
We're
el
being
peldaño
old
donde
school
está la
with this
llave.
bomba.
¿De acuerdo? ¿Lista, Sonia? Ahí vas. Tiempo. Cuerpo a tierra. Cuerpo a tierra. Sonia, una recomendación.
This is
Pase lo que
actual
pase.
peril.
No te acerques a mí. Busca a Ivonne o a
Get that
Eugenia.
carabiner fitted and get
Arriba.
up that trunk.
Not a chance.
Arriba.
Not a chance.
No, she's got to get up there and then up the rope ladder.
Not a chance.
I wouldn't be able to get past the first notch.
No.
¡Ánimo! ¡Ánimo que quedan 30 centímetros de mecha! ¡Arriba! ¡Sonia!
This is like, without giving away too many spoilers,
¡Sonia, arriba!
that program I talked about, Alice's Adventures in Borderland.
Oh, yeah.
This is that.
It's getting really close. She's going to blow up.
Alice in Borderland. This is it. She's dead.
Yeah, she's had it.
That's totally unfair challenge.
It's never going to happen. Maybe if it was just the ladder, she could have done it. But not up the trunk first. Come on.
Totally unfair challenge.
Sonia, dime algo, ¿estás viva?
Are you alive?
Bien,
Yes,
eso
of
me
course I am.
tranquiliza.
It's just a phone.
Eugenia, andas por ahí. Está con Luis y Eugenia. Eugenia.
Okay, so Luis and Eugenia.
Ahí está Eugenia.
Porque Luis debería estar aquí en la casilla 40, pero como le hemos dejado en la escuela de
Oh,
baile,
yeah, Luis went
tenemos
off to learn a
que
dance,
ver
didn't he?
a ver qué ha ocurrido.
Oh, God, I
y
forgot
yo le
about
quiero
him.
dejar con Claudio Ferraro.
Molte grazie. Musica per favore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Hey! He's not bad, is he?
No, he knows.
Ok, rifacciamo.
He's not bad!
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
He's alright! He's only had 20 minutes. His body looks like it's joined. He's got a join here.
I mean, I've seen worse on Strictly, and they've had loads of practice. All right, Louise.
Give him
Fair
that.
play. Fair
Hey,
play.
Alice to Bob, thank you. Sent £10 by PayPal. It's 50-50, right? Yes, it is. Any money that we make gets split between us. Thank you, Alice. That's very kind.
A la casilla 40. Bueno, desde luego eres un monstruo. ¿Cómo te desenvuelves
That
en el
was
baile,
all right.
eh?
She said he was a
Tienes tu
dancing
estilo
monster,
personal.
and in a good
Muy
way.
bien, muy bien. Te has convertido en un buen alumno. Así que cruzamos los dedos y tiramos los dados.
He does look a bit like he's got a touch of the Bernie Winters.
A little, yes.
Tell you what, while we're waiting, pause. Because we got to thank our
Sponsors.
Now, talk to me about Cher. Talk to me about 30. I don't quite know why we've got on this tip. But that blouse goes well with her. Talk to me about 34SP, who have come back to us, who advertised, sponsored us, advertised with us before. The brilliant web hosting service that we talked about. You can still use the code TLNA to get discounts, but they've come back. They got more. What's happening?
Thank you, Ian. In this blouse, I feel just like Jesse James. Well, 34sp.com, they're the place to get your domain name. I'm talking about your .co.uk, your .org.uk. It's all £1, and that includes your VAT.
There we go. You need to put your arm up to be her arm. That's it. Up. The
VAT is included in the price. It's £1 for 2021 because it's the year 2021. And then it'll go back to £7.50 after that.
Well, I don't actually know what the deal is that they're offering.
Pound for your domain name.
They give you £1, is it?
No, you pay £1 for a domain name for like your .co.uk, .org.uk, your is it me.uk or me.uk? I don't know, but you get this stuff. I'm old. I look young, but I'm an old lady.
Okay, we'll go and have a look.
What's your granny doing in that? That's what she said, didn't she?
She did say that.
We saw her in concert.
We will have a look at their website. Basically, they're giving you a domain
for just £1, including your VAT.
Domain name for £1.
Yeah,
well, that's excellent. 34sp.com. Richard, I'm gonna. I've been sent. I need to. Right. No, we've been sent a logo. I'm stalling because.
Yeah.
We've been sent the logos here.
Yes.
G.E. Law.
Get it.
We've been sent a few. Look.
All right. Well.
How to play VR games on TV. I don't want to play VR games on TV. I want to play VR games without throwing up. Big G's remastered GE. Here we go.
We're in business.
But is that going to be transparent? I don't know if
Let's find out.
I don't know if that's transparent. I don't know how you make things transparent. Let's try. Because we've got to get this right for the people.
Big up the guy. Right up.
I haven't spoken to Richard for a while. I hope he's.
He was wishing you well.
Public. He's one of the good guys.
Yeah.
He's one of the good guys.
He's on the not the S list, but the best list.
Okay, we've got this, but I believe we've also.
Hi.
It's
Yes.
It's basically it's all of our colours. All of our colours is in that logo. But we've got that for now. But we've also got I think we've had a couple more sending. Thank you for that.
I can't wait to see these.
Paddy. We got that. Ross has sent us one. Ross has sent me the AlphaSync logo. Yes. Thank you.
Oh, this is a nice one. See, what I like is that this is from the anonymous Tim. I wish I knew what his name was.
This is horrible.
But this one is understated, let's say. Like Mr. Gregorian himself.
This is great. Thank you. This is possibly the one we're going to use for now. We've got a couple of others, but
yeah.
So tell us a little bit while I upload this.
Richard Gregorian has been a supporter of ours for years, so really you should know better, and yet he persists, and he will do that for you too if you want to get out of that partnership, whether it's a civil partnership or a marriage, whatever it is. If you're fed up of him, her, them, give Richard Gregorian a call and he will get you out. But also make sure that you're still talking to each other at the end of it. If there is a child involved or children involved, he will ensure that
where did he get
that mummy and daddy are still talking to each other at the end.
He looks like Paul McKenna there.
He does.
I once hid from Paul McKenna on a first class
You can't hide from Paul McKenna. He can see you.
No, not even that. In the first class compartment of a flight from LA to London, because I knew Paul a little bit. I don't like talking on airplanes because I feel ill. And I saw he was on there, so I hid from him the whole flight.
Do you think you hid from him, or do you think that he hypnotised you into hiding?
Maybe I wasn't even on the plane.
Yeah, exactly.
Poseidon Safety Management, Nick.
He said he was going to ring me up when I was on my own and shout Willies down the phone.
Did he?
Mm.
Did he do it though?
Well,
He sent me a message today.
Yeah, he's a good one. All our sponsors are.
No.
Oh. Well.
Harsh Singh was a bastard.
What a shit.
He was a bastard. Devon and Cornwall is a whole, I keep getting shivers, whole lot safer tonight because of the work that Nick and his team are doing. Yeah. And what I do, Nick? Are you busier or less? Sorry, are you busier or fewer busy?
Fewer busy
during a lockdown. Is tonight's news good news for you? Is it bad news for you, or is it indifferent news for you?
Do burglars abide by the lockdown? I don't think they do.
I think they do actually.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
Them anyway. If you're in Devon and Cornwall and you want something guarding, these are the people.
There's no accent over the E in karate.
Abbey Care Group, Specialist Addiction Recovery Clinics. If you've got it, you don't have to live with it. You can sort it out. Go here. Mention this advert, 25% off.
I was there, and I was in Gloucester, room 102, and it's a great place. The people there are really lovely, actually. And when I left, because it wasn't the right time for me to be there, I felt bad that I felt like I was letting them down. Obviously I wasn't, and they made sure to say that I wasn't. But they were all delightful, absolutely delightful. So abbeycare.co.uk is the place to go. Just to say, if you want to sponsor us, there's the email address, latenightalternative@gmail.com. You want to send us an email, we can. We tend not to reply to the email, so please don't take it personally. But we got lives and stuff, and homeschooling we're going to be having soon.
God, yeah.
But what I think we're going to do is when these, because we've still got the VPN people that want to advertise with it, but when these adverts for the different companies end, I think we're going to take maybe 2 weeks where we don't have any sponsors. We can afford to do that because of your very, very kind donations to the PayPal before Christmas. It's really, really generous of you. And again, one of the things that I have kind of concluded is I need to remove things that I need to remove unnecessary stress for a bit, and then I can maybe start adding some things back. I'm not saying that the sponsorship and stuff is stressful, but it's kind of it's like it's not actually even one more thing we've got to think about. It's loads of things we've got to think about, because we've got to think about who's doing what, and then we've got to reach out to new people and say, would you be interested, and then reach out to old people and say, do you want to carry? There's kind of lots to go on, and I find it a little bit stressful.
Yeah, I don't think it'll do any harm just to simplify things for a bit.
Just for a couple of weeks.
But the sponsors we have, we've been very lucky, and we do appreciate them.
They're the best, and we never started that the website, the 34sp.com website. We can have a look at that, and we'll have a look at what we'll do as well is we'll have a look at everyone's website, maybe one night this week, or we'll look at one website a night and carry on.
Yeah.
Please, for the love of
Louise
all,
is throwing the dice.
That is holy.
When I say throwing, I mean that someone's rigging the game.
11.
It's still going on.
Cage fighters are bored now because they know they're not going to get another go.
Simplify. That's it. Simplify.
¿Cómo lo estás pasando? Bien, lo estoy pasando bien. ¿Está mejor de camarero detrás de la barra o aquí?
Sí, por lo menos hay más tranquilidad.
Thank you, always new depths for the
Pero
sun. Thank you, Emily. Oh, no, we mentioned it.
Luis,
Thank you, Wayne.
lo que viene a continuación no tiene nombre.
Right, what's coming up next hasn't got a
Lo que
name.
vas a hacer, yo no sé si se puede hacer. A ver, ahí hay 4 personas. ¿Reconoces a alguien de aquellas 4
Do you
mujeres que
recognise
hay allí?
anyone over there? There's 4 people.
¿Reconoces a alguien?
4.
¿Ves a alguien?
Veo solamente 3.
No, debe haber 4.
But you got to guess which one is his mum.
Separa un poco la cámara.
Pues veo solamente 3.
¿No reconoces a nadie de las que hay allí?
Is it the Golden
Pero veo nada
Girls?
más que a 3 mujeres.
No.
Ahora
¿Quién
sí.
ves?
Ahora sí, mi madre.
Es tu madre.
mum
Es
over
la
there.
madre del verde. Venga usted para acá, señora.
Why did it take you so long to look?
La
I don't think
madre
you could see
del
it. I think
verde.
they were over the other side of the sports hall.
Venga, venga, señora, venga. Espera de aquí.
He had to pick out his mum.
¿Cuánto hace que la conoce?
Oh, hang on. So
¿Cuánto hace
she's
que la
got
conoce?
a green ribbon. I wonder whether the
Hace
rest of the
30
mums
años.
Muy buenas noches, señora. ¿Cómo se llama?
They're going to make the mums fight.
Manuela. Manuela, deme un beso. Tiene usted un hijo que vale un pelo.
He looks like Michael
Estaba
Keaton.
tratándose.
Yes.
Pero no sé si opinará usted lo
I
mismo.
never saw
con la
any of
película
That's a
them.
very
a la que
aging
vamos a meter.
haircut.
¿Es buen hijo?
I never saw any of the.
¿Le ha dado algún disgusto alguna vez?
I did.
Nunca.
No. What? You,
Solo.
Christopher
¿Usted
Nolan.
le
Yeah, the Michael
castigaba
Keaton and the George
algún azote que otro?
Clooney ones. I saw all of those.
¿Sí?
Val Kilmer.
Yo me he tirado una
I did.
zapatilla.
Are they
But
worth
is it-
going back to, or are they shit?
Pero lo que pasa es que no me
They
la
were all
tiraba
right back
con la
then, but
suficiente
I've
fuerza
seen
en
the
la
new
cara.
ones
Bueno,
more
pues ahora es el
recently.
momento de tu
They're
venganza.
good.
Siéntate.
Aquí.
Ahí, siéntate
Too
tú.
soon, too soon.
Señora, aquello de cría cuervos y te sacarán los ojos. A usted le ha costado criar a
Her
Luis.
hair's suspiciously dark.
Mucho sacrificio.
Mucho.
Pues ahora
She's
Luis
a hairdresser, isn't she?
le va a azotar a usted.
Sí.
Esta prueba se llama Madre Coraje. ¿Qué es lo que vamos a hacer? Mire usted.
Courageous mother is.
Vamos a colocarle a
Catapult
usted
on her fan.
en el lugar justamente, por favor, alguien que coloque los sensores. Vamos a colocarle justamente en el lugar que usted utiliza para sentarse unos sensores. Sensores es
Right,
algo
and
que
some
mide
sensors.
la intensidad de la fuerza con que se
gonna
golpea
zap him.
esa parte. Usted se va a apoyar en
I've
las
got
piernas
tens
de su
machines.
hijo.
Let me
Let's not
zap
play
you.
this.
Y él
Let's not
le
play
va a
this.
azotar. Y vamos a medir la intensidad de los azotes en este azotómetro.
Oh wow. She's going to measure the
Solo si
intensity of the
llega
shots
hasta
on
aquí,
this.
This is obviously
superará
not
la prueba.
machine.
¿Está usted dispuesta a sufrir por su hijo?
Sí, un poquito.
Why has he got degrees?
¿Sí o no?
It won't be degrees.
¿Seguro?
It's not how-
Aunque le
shocks.
pegue fuerte.
Oh, she's getting shocks on her ass.
Le vas a pegar a tu madre, Luis. Luis, por Dios, le vas a pegar a tu
She's
madre.
getting shocks on her
She's
ass.
going to.
Déjale que te pegue.
Dígame.
Colóquese usted como lo hubiese colocado cuando era pequeño. Colóquese usted ahí encima de las piernas de Luis.
Oh, she's going to sit on his lap.
Thank you,
So
Iain,
she's got the sensors
Tienes
attached to her
500
backside,
no.
and she's going to sit on his lap, and he's going to get
Eso
that.
es.
And he,
Le
what,
tiene que dar
we'll see if he
azote.
gets a boner. This is
Tienes
too
590.000
messed up.
pesetas.
Oh, he's
Recuerda,
going to smack her bum. Oh my god!
Paging Dr. Freud. Anybody?
Oh no! Come on.
Can we go back to the elephant or the guy grabbing the boobies? So he has to slap her ass.
Okay, so now I understand. So now that's what
And
they're
get
going
it
to
up
measure.
to 39 degrees.
Yeah. I think.
I've got a boner. And I don't want it.
I think I might have.
Okay.
Let's go.
Please, let's go.
no, tienes que dar justamente en esta zona. Los sensores ya calculan la intensidad con la que estás ahí. Que es tu madre, Luis.
Wait, remember, it is your mother, Luis. As if you
I'd
could
be-
forget.
Cuéntalo todo, es tu madre.
Hot brownie, come
Ya
on.
que ella se somete a ese sufrimiento. ¿Usted qué haría? ¿Haría que su hijo
He's disgusted by this. Although the Spanish families back then, it's probably it was all happening.
No, not your mother.
Fascist dictatorship.
No,
They
no,
could-
no,
They
but
could
the-
order you to do anything you wanted.
No,
and
no,
you
no,
had
but
to.
no, but not the mother. The mother is absolutely sacred. Mothers and sisters, you do not mess with.
Her back's going to give out. I could
Who's
not
it?
hold
Who
that.
is it? What's going on?
Thank you.
Good question.
I could not hold. Thank you, Gemma. Oh, by the way, Gemma, thank you for your donation. Very, very kind. I could not hold that position for 10 seconds now.
se lo jugase todo?
Venga,
Todo.
He's going to bet everything.
590.000 pesetas.
Slap your mama's ass.
She just looked at him as if to say, "You're going to bet everything on this?"
Yeah, how is shit?
She would say, "This is 10 shades of wrong."
What's your grandma doing tonight? Getting her ass slapped.
What's your mama doing tonight? She's bending over your lap.
I don't like this.
Snap out of it.
No sé si, ¿cómo será? ¿Estás preparado, Luis? ¿Está usted preparada, señora?
Slap that old lady's
Are you ready,
butt.
Louise? Are you ready, madam?
Let's put the heat in.
Tienes minuto y medio.
Look how much he's sweating.
It's terrible.
Oh, her face.
She's loving it.
Oh, no, come on.
Naturalmente, cada vez...
Oh, he's trying to... Don't worry, Mum.
I was putting the heating up a little bit.
Oh,
It's a
my
little bit
goodness.
chilly. Actually, I don't really want to watch watch this.
Is this TOS?
Yo lo que haría para que tu madre se sienta reconfortada es que cada vez que le des un azote le pidas, le digas algo cariñoso. Perdona.
Are you going to say something caring to her to comfort her, he says?
Mamá, te quiero, mamá. Esto no lo hago por mi voluntad, mamá. No tengo otro remedio. El concurso es el concurso. Viva la Pepa, cualquier cosa. ¿De acuerdo, Luis? Recuerda que has de llegar hasta aquí. Tienes minuto y medio. Prepara.
A minute and a half.
To get the heat up.
I think, yeah, he's got to.
Preparado. 3, 2, 1.
Already, but...
Muy poco, Luis. Más fuerte, más fuerte.
Oh, now, come on.
He went straight in for that one. He went straight in. He's
She has got a cracking blouse on. You're right, Lucretia.
Más fuerte, más fuerte. Ay, Luis.
Oh no, come on, she's old. She'll be bruising like a peach.
Also, this machine is bollocks. Right?
Do you believe the censors?
I do not believe the censors. I don't think this is how smacking or heat or any form of
No, surely it'd have to be taped onto her butt.
Yeah, all right.
Luis, estás bajando en intensidad. ¿Qué tiempo llevamos? Luis, más fuerte.
Oh, look at the joyless look on her
This
face.
is, I think, the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life. He'll do it just before the time runs out. That's his mum. That's his. If you just tuned in, that's his mum's ass that he's spanking.
The Greta said if it was a heat detector, surely he'd be rubbing her off. Let's not go there.
Más fuerte, no llega. Más fuerte.
Harder. He's saying harder, más fuerte.
Sube usted, señora.
He's not really putting his back
He's
into it.
doing it. He's doing it. You can't fake that.
Si es que los hijos se dan bien justos. Si es que los hijos fuerte. Estás a punto.
He's loving it.
That poor old dear. Though.
She's dead now, and this man.
You're a pervert.
No.
Está a punto, Luis. Luis, fuerte, más fuerte, Luis.
Harder, Louise, harder.
Que no supera. Fuerte, fuerte. ¡Qué azotaina, Dios mío! ¡Prueba superada!
Yes, they passed. Of course, they passed. Cat and I. She's like, it's all right. I'm used to it. Oh dear.
Wow.
50 Shades of surprisingly dark for a woman of her age.
Guys, if we we've got 14 minutes left. We can push through and we can do this. We can do. The end is in sight. We can finish this.
I mean,
tonight.
so far we've had women having their boobs fondled. We've had them being
I hate women.
Sexually harassed by a bullfighter.
Women, said the producer of this show.
What else have we had? We've had all kinds of things, and now we've got an old age
they
pension
have to
having a tushy smacked.
Didn't they have to chat a woman up by licking her? Or
Yeah,
something?
I was talking about that's what I meant about the sexual harassment by the bullfighter.
Okay. I was thinking of the booby.
We've had this.
What was the film? What film had? I just remember the phrase "booby chew." There was a film, a comedy film from the 80s.
Porky's?
And it was Booby Chew. It was like an advert in it. And it was chewing gum that you chew and it make your boobs bigger. So that's just popped into my head, the phrase Booby Chew. We used to say it at school a bit. Booby Chew. But it was in a film. Does anyone know what film that... It felt like a Schwarzenegger... Was it Ghostbusters 2? Could have been.
Excellent.
Booby Chew. If anyone knows, like an 80s... And you chew it. It was an advert in the film. And you chew it. HMAC Quincy. I remember Booby Chew. Was it an advert in a film? It wasn't Clive Anderson, was it? You chew the gum and it make your
No, it wasn't Weird Science. I've never heard it before.
All right, we'll watch this. If anyone...
He's still smacking her. It's over. He's still smacking her.
Enhorabuena, señora. Es usted.
Someone I think has sent us. It wasn't in a film. It's a real product. I do apologise.
Booby Chew hormone gum doubles your measure, doubles your gun. Now available for boys.
What is that from? Because that's obviously not. Let me go back.
Yeah, Yes.
80s commercial spoof. Okay. But what was it on? Okay. Anyway, I think we're just within the TOS there. Oh, I've closed down the YouTube.
Oh, you're joking, mate.
I'm joking, mate.
You're joking.
We're nearly there. The end is in sight.
I mean, we've had the ritual beating of the pensioner. What more can there be?
The temperature's going down now. Just hang on.
What was it called? How do I spell it?
El Gran. There it is.
We're nearly there, guys. Jesus, this is going on forever. Boop, beep, boop, beep. I think we're just on the right side of TOS of the booby tube.
Una madre coraje. Enhorabuena.
Poor love.
So there was this guy, Robin, the happy plaster from Bristol, right? And one day...
Prueba superada. Sumas, por tanto, en este instante, sumas 1.180.000 pesetas. No se preocupe. Con 1.180.000 pesetas se podrá encontrar bálsamo y polvos de talco para paliar un poquito el dolor. ¿Le ha dolido? Un poco. No importa porque sigues adelante. Luis, ¿qué pruebas hoy? Esto te está quedando el cielo. Vámonos con Yvonne Kings, la más hermosa.
He is so uncomfortable. He doesn't know what to do. Look what he does with his left arm.
Esto te está quedando el cielo. Vámonos con Yvonne Kings, la más hermosa.
Me gusta. Madre, júrote. Elena se llama mi madre. Madre, no te voy a hacer eso, no te voy a dar palmadas, madre, júralo yo. Yolanda, ¿tú le harías eso a tu mamá?
Hombre, por una buena causa como esta.
Bueno, por dinerito, de repente, esas
Sí,
alturas,
sí.
¿no? Bueno, venga, vamos a tirar los dados. ¿Qué tal de ánimo vas tú?
Muy bien, muy bien. Aquí empezando de nuevo, pero bien.
Empezando, pero con mucho ánimo, ¿no? Que
Eso.
se cae un fuego la boca.
Pretend
Madre,
to
el
roll the
programa
dice.
muchísimo más. Vamos a
Tiramos
tirar dados,
dados.
venga.
11.
110.000 pesetas, fenomenal, y corriendo la casilla número 11. Venga, Sonia, a correr.
She got rooted back to 0, didn't she?
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. A ver,
Bueno, Yolanda. Castilla número 11. La verdad que esta prueba parece haber estado diseñada por Alfred Hitchcock. ¿Tienes vértigo, Yolanda?
That poor woman, right? She's got very tight trousers on and tights underneath and that body stocking thing.
Oh.
That's a recipe for thrush.
No, después de lo que hice ya.
No, pues acompáñame
Monkey girl,
por
thank you
aquí, porque esta prueba precisamente se llama así, vértigo, y con toda
Right, this game is called Vertigo.
la razón del mundo, madre mía, la que te espera,
Thank you, Brown Eyes,
Yolanda.
darling.
Yo te voy a dejar por aquí para que nuestros compañeros te coloquen bien todo lo que te tienen que colocar.
Carabiner it up.
Porque tú ves esa cornisa que hay ahí, cada
I'd
vez
say
se va
no, you do
estrechando
it.
más.
You do it.
Y tú tienes que recuperar ese
So she's got to go up the clock tower again.
lindo gatito que hay ahí aterrorizado.
There's a little cat there. She needs to get it.
Okay.
See it near the
Yeah, I
clock?
see it, yeah.
Beatriz.
Don't worry, it's not a real cat. Surprisingly for this game, it's not a real cat.
¿Qué te pasa? Uy, mi amor.
Oh, what's happening here? Some acting is happening.
Oh.
Yo creo que Yolanda.
She's pretending it's her cat.
My cat.
What? Why?
¿Estás dispuesta a
Why
rescatarle
bother?
el gatito? ¿Cómo se llama?
Sí.
Don
Muy
Pepe. Uy, Yolanda, por favor.
Oh, that's the lady who was reading the crystal ball earlier. do you remember?
Oh, okay. Oh, that's
It
good.
was some time ago.
Todo lo posible por recuperar el gatito
Yeah,
de
real
Beatriz
elephants
porque
cheap
está
out the cats.
desesperadísima. Desesperadísima.
real cats.
Bueno, Yolanda tiene 740.000 pesetas. ¿Cuánto te juega? Tiene 2 minutos de tiempo. Solamente, Yolanda.
Por alrededor de la cornisa, ¿no?
Sí.
So how much is she going to bet?
Acuérdate que
Por la parte
donde
de
te estás
afuera.
subiendo es muchísima altura. Es lo más alto del estudio.
Sí.
2 minutos de tiempo. 740.000
She's going to have 2 minutes to do it, and that's the highest part of the studio,
What's that
apparently.
guy bringing over?
pesetas. ¿Cuánto te juega, Yolanda?
I don't know, a big stick to poke up the Jaxie with. I don't know what's missing.
140.000. ¿Cuánto? 140.000.
Oh no.
140.000 pesetas.
140,000.
Bueno, Yolanda, avísame cuando ya estés preparada. Yolanda, avísame.
Sí, ahora, un momentito.
Tranquilidad, Yolanda.
Even
Si
though I
tienes
know I was saying
vértigo, procura no mirar hacia abajo. Por favor, eso es muy importante, Yolanda. Si tienes vértigo, no mires hacia abajo.
If you have vertigo, don't look down. It's very important. And other helpful advice.
Tú me das el aviso. Dame el aviso, Yolanda.
Tell me when you're ready.
Cuando ya estés preparada.
Yo es que creo que mejor así, ¿no? Venga.
¿Estás preparada?
¿De espalda?
Do I have to do it this way? Backwards?
Sí, de espalda, Yolanda, de
De
espalda.
espalda, Yolanda.
Pero me voy a caer.
¿Estás preparada, Yolanda?
Sí.
3, 2, 1, ¡tiempo! Yolanda,
Venga,
por
Yolanda.
favor, procura no mirar hacia abajo.
No te pongas
que es muy
nerviosa.
importante. Tú no te preocupes, Beatriz, que yo creo que Yolanda te lo va a rescatar. Madre mía, la verdad es que la cuestión de los gatos...
No le asustes, Yolanda, no le asustes.
Venga.
Sí, Yolanda.
Te queda tiempo. Tranquilidad, tranquilidad, Yolanda, tranquila, que aún tienes mucho tiempo. Tranquila, tranquila. Ten cuidado ahí, Yolanda.
Muy bien, Yolanda.
No, de espalda no, Yolanda, de espalda no. Te tienes que girar para que la prueba sea superada. No puedes
Oh, you've
andar
got
de
to turn
espalda,
around so
Yolanda.
to pass it.
Ojo con eso.
Oh, that's not-
Colócate. De frente, Yolanda, gírate despacio,
That's
que
not
aún hay
fair.
tiempo, Yolanda. Aún tienes tiempo. Venga, despacito, despacito.
Que lo va a coger, lo va a coger.
Despacito, venga. Que te queda
Despacito.
Yolanda, estupenda, venga.
un poquitín más. Un poquitín más. ¡Bien! ¡Prueba superada!
Oye, no me lo trates así.
Bueno, fantástico, Yolanda.
¡Me tiro!
Un besito desde aquí.
¡Me tiro!
Ay,
Oye,
¿te das
que
cuenta?
de verdad.
¿Te das cuenta
Mira, que ya me lo baja, ya me lo baja.
Mira,
A ver, don Pepe. Yolanda, qué maja es.
Aquí,
Un
mira.
aplauso, venga.
Yolanda, oye, ¿no? Muy bien, muy bien. Vaya.
Thank you, you saved my cat.
You're a lunatic. Don't go and read someone's tarot.
Para Beatriz Carvajal.
That was
La
We've got
guapísima
really-
Ivonne Reyes.
Ay, no. Y aquí estoy yo con Julián. ¿Julián qué es?
Julián.
¿Qué eres tú?
Estupendo.
Pervy.
Vaya
No,
paliza
no,
que le ha
me
pegado.
llevo.
Tárraga,
with his
tárraga.
head.
Julián Tárraga.
Julián Tárraga.
Mira qué equipo de azul que te acompaña. Nosotros rojo,
Los
azul.
rojos ahí, los rojos.
Venga, Julián Tárraga, vamos a tirar dados aquí a ver qué pasa contigo. A ver qué es de tu vida aquí con estos dados. Venga. 50.000 personas corriendo a la casilla. ¿Qué? 58.
Otra vez nos encontramos. Esto es una ruleta rusa.
A table for
La más
two.
conocida, como sabes, es la del cazador. ¿Has visto la película Cazador?
No.
Pues vas a hacer algo parecido, pero al estilo Gran Juego de la Oca. Así que siéntate,
Sit down.
por favor, colocarle esta cinta en el pelo
Okay, put that in your hair.
para que
this
se
ribbon
sienta
in your
bien.
hair.
Y
it
vas a
pretend to be
jugarle
gay?
una buena cantidad de dinero. Esta
So
silla
it's
os la
something
lleváis.
offensive.
Lleváis la silla, por favor.
No, vuélvela. ¿A dónde estaba, por favor?
Es para ti, mi amor.
Es para
Corazón de melocotón, es tuya solita.
Cariño, es tu
Everybody's got to join in.
We could rehearse this.
ahora o
Oh,
nunca.
guys?
No, es que
Ahora o nunca.
a mí el médico no me ha recomendado huevo, es que estoy mal de colesterol. No.
Oh, this is
Es la hora de liquidar.
Russian roulette. This is
Ahora o
deer
nunca.
hunters.
Señora,
Right, okay, now they're going to do it with eggs.
This is the deer hunter. All right.
Yo no tengo esto todavía, pero
Oh, this is fun.
Lo de la cabeza ya me lo he previsto porque...
No te preocupes, Pepe, que vas a estar muy guapo con esto. Y con lo que te voy a poner
I'm
aquí.
doing a deer hunter
ya
spoof.
va, es que es algo entre Pepe y yo. Espera, un segundito.
He looks like De Niro.
It does a bit.
I don't think it is De Niro in that scene. It's a long time since I've seen it, but
Y con lo que te voy a poner aquí.
he looks as much like De
Ya va,
Niro
es
as
que
our
es
friend
algo
Scott
entre
Bowden
Pepe y yo.
looks
Espera,
like De Niro, which is
segundito.
kind of if
I mean,
you.
everyone looks like De Niro if they do. You got to do the hand.
It is
Ya
De
va, espera,
Niro.
Pepe, que
¿Sabes lo que es
Oh,
la
I'm
ruleta
thinking
rusa,
of in the bar room. Okay.
Pepe.
¿Estás preparado? Sí, dime.
Un segundito antes de irme.
apparently,
El mejor huevo para ti. Pepe. Por Pepe,
there is
vamos.
no recorded evidence
Adiós,
of the
Pepe.
Vietnam.
Aquí medio Rambo, medio Rambo.
Russian roulette.
Very cunning with the evidence, weren't they?
Bueno, Julián, ¿estás preparado?
Listo.
Y tienes 650.000 pesetas. ¿Cuándo te juegas?
What are you betting?
Pero la
Bueno, te cuento lo que tenemos que hacer. Le daremos vueltas a esta rueda, que es el tambor
Spin the
al
wheel.
estilo Gran Juego de la Oca de un revólver.
Going on the head or the forehead?
Cuando estés
Head.
delante, tendrás que coger el huevo que tenga delante y estrellártelo en la cabeza.
Yeah, squash it with
Cada
your
vez que el huevo sea crudo,
It's Raging Bull versus Raging
pero
Bull.
aquí en medio, todos estos huevos,
Hold on,
hay
Mark.
un huevo
That's
que-
chat of the.
Si yo encuentro huevo duro, ganas tú. Y si lo encuentras tú, pierdes tú. ¿Estás
Right,
listo? ¿Preparado? ¿Cuánto te juegas?
Mike, that's
¿Has
almost
entendido
worth the time.
el-
Sí.
We do not
Sí.
want egg
Bueno,
puns.
jugamos pues 100.000.
100.000. Tienes 650.000, 100.000. ¿Listo? ¿Preparado? Empiezas tú. Adelante.
I've just right. We've got 4 minutes left.
I could come.
If we do not see the end of this show, I will kill you.
Oh God, yeah. What if they cut it off?
How is this
I
going to
remember it being
resolve
on-
itself
I
in
re-
4 minutes?
I remember it being on for about 6 hours.
Well, we've had all the adverts cut out.
Okay.
So you can probably double it with the adverts.
Mhm.
If this does not resolve itself in 4 minutes, thank you, Discombo.
I don't think it will have been a wasted experience. We've
No.
seen a lot. We've
I
seen
want-
a lot. We've seen too much.
Don't give me that. It's the journey, not the
It
destination.
is.
Bullshit.
It's about the climb.
I need to know who wins.
All right.
This is a good game. Oh!
Ahora es mi turno.
Right. So the objective is not to get the hard ones.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking it would be not to get the soft ones. Go on, Pepe.
Pepe's good for a laugh. He's good for a laugh, this guy.
Seguimos.
Anyway.
A ver, un momento. Este. Bueno, adelante. Adelante.
Vale, yo le doy.
No, ya está. Adelante.
Yeah, Kitty, someone wins this.
No, cualquiera de los que tienes al lado.
Rob.
Cualquiera de ellos. Eso. ¿Seguro? Te veo muy valiente, déjalo en el suelo.
It's a hard one. Oh, we carry on, do we?
Hay un pollito.
There's a chicken in there.
Pepe's
Pepe,
good for a
te has
laugh.
estrellado el huevo y la prueba había terminado. El chico ha encontrado el huevo duro, el concursante.
Now, Gatford, you missed what happened since then.
¿Dónde estaba? O sea, otra broma. No superada. ¿Pero cuándo los he encontrado?
Antes. Me ha dicho tíralo.
Prueba no superada.
Oh,
Pepe didn't realise that he'd done
that you've not done the hard one.
God, that could have gone on for hours.
Eugenia.
Pepe's a genius.
Pepe was too
Ay,
involved
madre
in the
mía, la que le ha
game.
tocado por
Gatford,
el
he had to do a
Pepe,
game
qué
where he had to see
lástima,
which
¿eh?
woman was wearing a padded bra.
Merecido.
And
Muy bien. Venga,
We,
tira por
we
los dados.
didn't show it on screen because of TOS.
But he found it.
Right, this is going to end. There's like 2 minutes left, Catherine.
Come on. Come on.
You checked this to make sure that there was a conclusion.
Come on. Let's go.
Oh, mate.
I'm willing to bet 100,000 pesetas
What?
that this game will end in 2 minutes.
9. 90.000 pesetas a la casilla 56, a la casilla 63 y te pasa
Yes.
ahí a la casilla
Thank
61.
Christ.
6 para atrás,
You.
8, a la casilla 61.
Whoa.
Rozaste la gloria, Sonia.
La olí.
Rozaste la gloria. Bueno, has llegado a una
glory.
meta. Has llegado a la meta, has vuelto aquí, pero te has librado. En esta casilla no te haremos
This is
ninguna
going to end.
barbaridad. Te quedas aquí, estás a un paso de llevarte lo que puede ser.
You're
Dame
one
algo,
step
por favor.
away, he says.
Estos son huevos estampados
We've got
a la Navarra.
1
Muy bien,
and a half minutes.
está por ahí Ivonne.
This is an extended trailer for the actual show.
Esto no os lo perdonaré nunca.
Aquí ando.
Jamás.
We've got
Mata
about 60
huevos, le
seconds.
decimos ahora, Pepe. Ahora decimos, el mata huevo. Pues Luis, vamos a tirar dados a ver qué es.
Well, I end on number 63. Who decided to have 63 squares? That's
Vamos
a
a ver
great
toda la
question.
suerte del mundo.
Catherine?
12.
12, 120.000 pesetas lo máximo.
That takes him to the
Ustedes
end.
me van a contar, acompañar a contar, venga corriendo, 52,
The mum's factor has to win.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
He's won.
And therefore I have won. Louise.
Yep, you're all lost.
He's had to spank his mum. That relationship ruined.
You can never have sex with a woman ever again because that was the image will keep coming up. Alright, fella, leave her on. She's mine. She's mine.
Hasta aquí este primer juego de la OCA. Mañana cuando le pregunten qué tal el juego de la OCA, sean benévolos. Nosotros tampoco contaremos qué es lo que estaban haciendo ustedes durante el...
Look at his face. This guy is raging.
Well, because his sword fell out, didn't it?
Oh, that's true.
In front of all these people.
Juego.
Live television.
Hasta el próximo sábado. Buena semana.
Till next time, he says.
Hey, Diaba, thank you. That's the end.
Antena
How
tres.
much did he win?
Oh, loads.
Diaba, thank you for the raid. Maybe not. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah. So we don't even know how much he won.
In total. Go back and I'll have a listen. That was a lot of rumpus.
Okay, all right. Don't spam the chat, please. Please don't spam the chat. Otherwise, you will be timed out. No, you won't be timed out. You'll be banned. So next person that does it gets banned, guys. But thank you for the raid. Right, so let's get screen.
Let's go again.
Aquí ando. Mata huevo, le decimos ahora, Pepe. Ahora decimos, el mata huevo. Pues Luis, vamos a tirar dados a ver qué es tu vida con los dados. Vamos a ver qué pasa contigo. Vamos a ver toda la suerte del mundo.
Oh, what a coincidence. He's going to roll a 12. 12.
12, 120.000 pesetas lo máximo. Y ustedes me van a contar, acompañar a contar. Venga corriendo, 52, 53, 54. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Ice Cream Gravity says he wins the money he gambled, and at the start of the next episode, we see if he wins a car. He has a task to perform in the real world. Is that what this is being said?
Ahora venga. Jesurín sube. Hasta aquí este primer juego de la OCA. Mañana cuando le pregunten qué tal el juego de la OCA, sean benévolos. Nosotros tampoco contaremos qué es lo que estaban haciendo ustedes durante el juego. Hasta el próximo sábado. Buena semana.
I'm going to be honest, Catherine.
Yeah,
that feels like a real
It
anticlimax.
feels like he should have done something at the very end there.
That feels like a real...
But it will feel like an anticlimax after all we've seen. Let's remember that we've seen a lot. We've seen a lot of gusset. We've seen a lot of inappropriate stuff. We've seen a lot of stuff.
That's,
That poor elephant, though, eh?
that wasn't nice.
No.
We missed...
Sorry.
Oh,
please leave your message.
I'll accept that, I think. All right, I guess maybe
we're done.
I guess we're done. It's 12:15.
Should we do a...
Raidington.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm taking this out because it's making my earache.
Yeah, they do.
I could come.
Oh, Janelle's talking about struggling to get noticed on Twitch. Let's go and fix that.
Yeah, sort
Let's
that
go and
out.
notice Janelle. We love Janelle. Sent me a nice tweet the other day, today. I don't know when these things
They did do that every Saturday. Yes, they did.
Thank you, everyone. Low key, Thank you, everyone. Low-key kind of...
Oh,
come
favorite
back, I
Disney
think,
villain
but,
is Yzma from Emperor's New Groove. Okay, that's awesome. Yep.
Hey, Gemma, thank you for the
Grant,
song.
Gustin, and Melissa Benoist can sing good. Very cool. John Silver was my favorite villain in Disney movie Treasure Planet. Oh my God, yes. Most underrated Disney movie ever. I agree. Hades. Hades is so good. Oh my God, we should do a Hades cosplay.
Production meeting.
T-Swift cosplay.
Yeah.
So let's just see what happens with homeschooling and with...
Oh my God, that bitch said Kryptonese instead of Kryptonian, and I will never
Floss.
forgive WB or CW. Wait, but that's the thing. Did she screw it up, or did the writers do it?
1412, it's
Did anybody
appreciated.
call
Let's
her
go and rate
out?
Janelle, 'cause we like Janelle.
On like
She's
Reddit or
brilliant.
something,
If
or
you're not
Twitter?
following her,
You
I
can
really
pick one
suggest following
specific
her 'cause
comic.
she's
For
great,
me,
she's
it's
very
Batman
talented, she's very
Hush or
funny.
White Knight.
It's good company.
But
She's
also, if you enjoy
nice.
any comic
She's doing something a
at
little
all,
bit
you're cool
different.
by
I
me.
think I
Amen,
should put it in so
Richie.
I can hear what she's saying.
I find
So
honestly
something a
like
little
it's
bit
just
actually
mad at
makes
this
it
point.
different.
Move on and do
Different.
better now. Oh my God, Deb, I'm so sorry.
Listen,
That
if
is
it's not your
so
thing, that's fine. She doesn't need to know
I hate
about
that.
it. If it is your thing, just
But you
make
need
her
to
feel
tell me what you think of
appreciated.
90
That's the whole
Day.
point
You
of
need
these
to watch
rates.
either
Let's
the
get
very
those
first
numbers up.
season with
Let's
Darcy
go
and Jesse
300.
or
We
one
can
with
get
Angela and
there.
Michael.
Now
It's
we
the
got
best
210.
ever. Oh my God. I'm like
Okay,
nervous
we're gonna
because
go
I don't
right
like
back
these
to
kind of
99.
crash course
See you later.
love things. From someone called Sergio Argoniez. Am I saying that right?